All right. So, are you ready for the question?
Hit us.
All right. What do you think is your group's greatest accomplishment?
The peace between the fungus and the spiders.
Mhm.
From an archaeological standpoint, which Nogrum probably lean, the discovery of the sealed dwarven room in that mine. I can't remember the name of all that stuff.
Oh, I
the
thought
rock-
you were going to say recovering that gnomish settlement.
No.
Oh, the
I was
lock-
gonna say
rock-
that would the gnomish settlement would probably be Freya's.
Okay.
Yeah, Nogrum would probably say cleansing the dwarven mine from the demon within and having access to that dwarven workers' room or whatever.
Okay.
Hopefully yet to come, but the peace we founded and the defense of the innocent along the way definitely qualifies as great accomplishments.
Friends we made along the way.
I mean, y'all pretty much
Also,
covered
the elves we
everything.
killed. Can't forget about those.
Brokered peace between two peoples.
We stole from a wizard. That's clearly never going to come back to bite us.
Uncovered the gnomish city. Figured out the riddles there. Vanquished a demon that was holding back dead dwarves. I mean, y'all pretty much covered everything. I'd say just the barbecue we made along the way. No, I go with defeating that undead. Figuring out like how to defeat that undead dragon was pretty good.
Oh, the undead dinosaur?
Yeah,
I think it was
You
an
say
undead
tomato, I say
T-Rex,
tomato.
wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Was it a T-Rex?
Yes, it was. Yeah, in the original writing of the adventure from Fire Mountain Games, it was, I believe, a skeletal Achiosaurus, I think is what it was. But I'm like, nah, it's going to be a T-Rex skeleton. I'm editing that. It's got to be a T-Rex.
Mhm.
Yeah. Coma's stating that for a dragon reminded me of if you look at the original fucking sprite for Charizard,
Mhm.
I think I might have told you. I think that guy invented dragons on his own. Like, I think he was like fire salamander that can fly and never once thought in his head that's a dragon. Because his later designs definitely look more dragon-like, but he's got a salamander face in the original.
So,
All right.
Fergus is going to die.
So to recap, you guys loaded up. You swung by Veilcroft Manor, reuniting with both Alexi Veilcroft and your wayward drow friend, that she doesn't like you as a friend. After that, you loaded up and you teamed up with Captain Hellspit, where you were fighting a drow blockade, only to discover that the drow have black powder cannons. Fergus, let's go with heroically, rushed ahead on the magic fly while the rest of you are in your ship trailing behind. And he landed on a deck filled with drow. So I will bring up the initiative order. You guys should have your tokens up there. You can go ahead and roll, but even moving flat out, your ship will be 60 feet away at the end of the first round of combat. So any sort of teleportations and stuff you guys might have, you can use then if that's within range. And then at the end of the second round, you will be boarding range.
I'm sorry, we're not supposed to be on a ship right now, right?
You are
Like our
on a
tokens
ship.
are just in
You're
the-
off the map. I just put your tokens on the page so you can see shit.
All right. And I think we did establish at the end of the last session that I was getting into my battle suit.
Correct.
All right.
By the way, the TBD ooze, I did think of a name for it.
Oh, cool.
I'll just type it so it'll be easier.
All right, I'll just finish rolling all these initiatives real quick.
The Kraken Flask.
Kraken Flask, nice. Go with your gnome character, Snaps McCracken.
One day.
That's a throwback.
Snaps McCracken, and then eventually I'll play that character I have in mind. That's the Bleachling called Zavuan Merrytink.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I made a group of gnomes snap, crackle, and pop.
There you go. Renamed that for you. Yeah, maybe play the bleached gnome and Kingmaker. You can be the boring, sober one who manages the books.
Guys, we are spending way too much money on alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all need to stop it. It's not a party 24/7. I don't care what the bard says. It is not shots.
Shot.
Everybody stop.
I don't know what is up with the year 1989, but it is most certainly not that date. So we are not going to party like it is.
When I ask you to turn the music down, I do not expect you to respond with "turn down" for what. I mean for you to stop playing your instruments.
God, we need to kill this guy. We haven't even started playing with him yet.
He uses prestidigitation to flicker the lights to get everyone's attention. Like a preschool teacher.
Oh God.
Children, be at peace.
All right, so that should be everyone. So I'll put on the music because Fergus just landed on deck. A bunch of Drow look at him, and this one here was in the control throne. Shouts an order in Elvish. Cannon crews, maintain fire on the other ships. Everyone else, get rid of the border. Freya, you're still 2 rounds out, so we'll just start on this guy over here, who is the only Drow that really stands out to you, Fergus, as he is he's got like a over-the-shoulder bag, and he's currently like writing in a notebook. He's got like a monocle type thing strapped to his face, very much like alchemist garb. And he is making no motion to get involved with what you're doing. He's just kind of observing at the moment. But it is your turn.
Okay. Well, my mission here was to interrupt the cannon fire. Which one would you say in this one looks like he's firing the cannons?
It would be this one. The one with the white border.
Okay, so I will step over there, provoking from... Actually, no, bonus action. No, I'll provoke.
Okay. Take on. Oh, there we go. 15. That'll probably miss.
That'll miss. So I'll go over here and opening up the Kraken Flask. I will use it to activate the Ensnaring Strike ability.
Okay.
As a bonus action to hopefully tie this guy up a little bit, since I'm probably not going to be able to blow him away in 1 round. And I will use Scalebane. Normal roll.
Oh, yeah, that almost definitely hit.
Okay. I assume he's not a dragon.
No, he is not.
So he'll take 11 points of slashing damage, and as per strength saving throw, or be restrained by magical vines until the spell ends.
Natural 20.
Damn it. Well, I'm going to hit him again. So let me see. I will use a D8 to add to it, see if I can hit. Nope, probably not still.
Nope.
And then I will action surge and activate the Ring of Invisibility to go invisible.
All right.
And let me see where's the invisible.
Do you have any more movement?
Yeah,
Or
that's what I was
okay.
gonna. I was just
Okay.
putting the token on. So I will, to make it a little bit more difficult for people. Let's see, that was 10 feet. I will. I'll just go right in the middle. Fuck it.
Okay. And you did not roll stealth. You're just
I did
invisible.
not. I'm just invisible, so it's going to be harder to hit me.
Gotcha.
So we'll provoke by moving away from that guy. Actually, from two guys.
He does not have. Neither of them have weapons in their hands because they're the cannon crews.
Gotcha.
See, I stay true to the fiction. Drow Sergeant. Let me quickly check something. All right. This Drow Sergeant, there's two of them. One to the south will use her leadership ability, where she'll start shouting orders, so it'll add a d4 to everyone within 30 feet rolls. And we'll move here to be a little more centralized. Okay. And then this one will move there. And will fire a disadvantaged hand crossbow attack against you. 10, that'll be a miss.
Yeah, even with a D4 adding to it would miss.
Yep, that's fine. I'm on it. Plus, she's not within 30 feet, so. Now it is time for the Drow veterans. The ones on the cannons are going to keep doing their job. This one is going to step back, and this one is going to step back as they sheathe their scimitars and pull out longbows. However, this one, let's say, is going to cast Fairy Fire.
Is that a dexterity or?
Yes, that is a dexterity. It is a 20-foot cube, but I mathed it out. They can angle it so it's just hitting you.
Yeah, I knew they were going to do this, but my dexterity's fairly high, so I have a chance.
Yep. Okay,
16?
you succeed.
Okay. Just puff of smoke and I just jump out of the way.
Mm-hmm. However, the other one is going to fire 2 longbow attacks at you. 1, 2. I will roll a d4 for that 15 because that might make a difference.
That'll guarantee hit, even if it rolls a 1. So.
Yep. So 7 piercing, and
I still have a reaction, right?
Correct.
Sorry, I meant to catch it before you rolled the damage, but
no worries.
D8. So I add 1 to my AC, so that'll make it miss.
Okay.
I'm trying to stay alive, motherfucker.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and get really used to that poisoned Constitution saving throw, because pretty much all their ranged attacks have that.
I had a feeling, because we've dealt with this before.
Yep.
Fucking Drow poison. I think we have some of that shit stuffed in our bag of holding.
100%. The rest of the veterans are operating the cannons, doing those actions. So these ones will step up. Ones will run 30 feet to the south. Let's see, I believe that puts them all. Yep. So one of them is going to try a Fairy Fire on you again.
Dexterity save.
Yep, still good. But there will be 3 hand crossbows at disadvantage against you.
I can't tell if Fergus dodging would be considered like the badass dodging or a fucking yakety sax dodging at this point.
Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god.
Somewhere in the middle, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Roll d4 for that. 12. Nope, that'll still miss. And it is at the end of this turn that all 4 cannons will fire again. So let me just quickly do a few rolls here to see how the poor Amethyst Witch is going to be holding up against this assault. Critical
Shreds, you
effect.
say?
How soon you guys can get there. Only 2 cannons are targeting the Amethyst Wish. The other one is targeting the Bonnie Diamond, so I just won't bother rolling those. So it will just be flat. 15 and 19. Those will both hit. Those will both go over the damage threshold. So that is a total of 49 points of damage.
We're down
They
to
are
20,
holding-
boys.
They're down to 20 on that ship, but they are still floating forward. Taskell is still out of range, so it is time of the Drow mages. Let me see.
How far off are we?
At the end of Nolgrim's turn, you will be within, I believe it's 60 feet. Let me double check. I'm popping over to the other map real quick.
Yeah, Thrum's going to go up to the front of the boat and go ahead and go large. I think he can jump at 60 feet.
Yeah, 60 feet at the end of Nolgrim's turn there. And then at the end of the next round, they will be like right touching this ship. All right, so the one here in the back is going to start doing a spell casting of a chant that you're not familiar with, but this one right here will cast Black Tentacles.
I know
So
that spell.
Yep.
Very well. Is that a dexterity as well?
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be probably right on the line.
So that will be getting 2 of their own soldiers. The spell DC is it only just beats it.
So I am 3 of them.
Yeah, I'm just double checking the spell. See if you take half. When a creature enters the area, or first time or turn there, must succeed a dexterity saving throw or take 3d6 bludgeoning damage and be restrained by the tentacle until the spell ends. Starts to turn. Okay, yes. So for now, you're not affected.
Mm-hmm.
Let me roll for these 4 Drow soldiers. Oh, that should be at a disadvantage.
I mean, that's just 2 of them. If you want to do that way.
Yeah, that's true. So one succeeds, the other does not.
That's generally what I do when I'm rolling for mass groups of people. Is I just do advantage or disadvantage, so I can just do them quick.
A tiny little blotch there by mistake. So that one takes 9 points of damage and is restrained. And then the other one.
My health should be a little higher. Sorry. I had my inspiring leadership. I can do it to myself too. So.
Okay, cool. So you smell the scent of sickening swamp gas and lingering evil, as this one in the back here has succeeded the percentage in summoning a shadow demon. I will add that to
God,
the
they fill the room with shadow demons. Me and my boys are just looking for some beans.
Yes, it was very timing appropriate. So that is 12. Let's reorganize. Skip right through there. But that is their turn. And then, oh yes, for some reason it reorganized it. Whatever. So Nolgrim, it would be your turn, but you're still 120 feet out.
Okay. But you said at the end of this turn.
End of this turn.
Would I be able to move action, run up to Thrum, and then ready action to cast Booming Step or Thunder Step to teleport both of us to the boat?
I will let you do that on his turn. How about?
Okay.
Because just saying you'll hold action for something that happens at the end of your turn feels a little.
Well, Yeah. Basically, just wait until the boat's within range. I should specifically say.
Yeah, because technically Ignis is controlling it right now, but she's not on the initiative tracker, so I was just making it simple at the end of the round.
Okay.
So it's now within 60 feet. So Freya, if you want to do anything, or you can wait one more round until you're within closer range.
How close am I?
60 feet away.
Right. Am I able to see people like on the deck?
How far is your dark vision? I believe it's only 60 feet, so you're probably just only seeing the outline of the ship.
Mine says 80 feet, but that might be because of my racial version.
So I do not believe you have line of sight on the deck yet.
Yeah.
You could take a disadvantaged attack against the ship, or you could take an attack against the ship itself, but probably not the people on the deck.
All right, I'll fire the Eldritch volley cannon at the ship.
All right. I'll just pull up the Drow Bombard here. All right, go for it. It's just a flat roll. That'll most certainly hit, and that'll most certainly get past the threshold.
So they're fighting with cannons, and all of a sudden a fucking laser beam from the top of the ship just fires.
Wait, is that cannon moving?
The fucking Halo Spartan cannon.
No, they just see the light of the cannon, and all of a sudden from behind it, they see a fucking Big Daddy just light up in the glow of the laser.
Mm-hmm. All right. And then Thrum at the start of the turn. Nilgrim can teleport y'all.
Yep. I'll say probably within the first 20 feet, because that's what I could see, but I think right here.
Okay.
Thrum
and you're
already gone big. Can you move him big?
Yep, there you are.
Okay.
Oh, wait, you're big? Crap, I can't take you then. You gotta be same size as me.
Yeah.
Taskell, you wanna come?
I mean, I'm driving the boat.
Oh,
I thought it was Ignis that was driving.
I thought Ignis was.
Yeah,
I thought
last
y'all
session, I think at the end, we get switched off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll take Taskell since he's normal size.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
There you go.
Place is just lousy with Drow.
Mm-hmm. This Drow lady on the throne is going to turn and look at this alchemist-looking dude. She's saying, "Well, in Elvish, are you going to do anything besides just sit there and watch as we get boarded?" And he sighs and goes, "Seems pedestrian, but fine, I suppose so." And he takes his journal. He takes one last look at it. He closes it, and as an object interaction, he's going to break the glass vial in its spine, and it just immediately catches on fire as he chucks the ashes over his shoulder. He is then going to walk over here casually. As a bonus action, he's going to reach into his over-the-shoulder bag. He's going to pull out a vial of green liquid, and he's just going to drink that real quick. And then as an action, he pulls out what looks like a steel ball that has like a line around the middle, and he twists it, and it starts making a clicking sound, and then he just throws it below deck. And that's his turn. Fergus.
So, I'm going to probably try to do something fucky, so let me know if I'll be able to do it.
First off, dexterity.
Yeah. Well, I thought it happens if I don't move.
Or if you start your turn in Black Tentacles.
Starts your turn. I thought ends your turn. My bad.
Mm-hmm. Clearly, the alchemist is up to something fucky already.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good there.
Yep, you're good.
So I'm not going to move my token yet, but I will be moving before my turn is done.
Yes.
So here's my fucky idea.
Okay.
So in my hat of holding, I still have those 3 bags of sawdust.
Correct.
And sawdust is highly flammable.
Mm-hmm.
And I will preface this would probably hurt me too.
Mm-hmm.
I want the sawdust to spread in the air, and I want to set it on fire with my tinderbox.
Okay. Well, I'm not against this. What is the goal? Out of curiosity?
First of all, cause fucking chaos over here.
Mhm.
Try to get them off the cannon at least for a round, but also kind of catch them on fire and get them more concerned with that than the firing the cannons.
Okay.
So what would that be like? An
I would
attack
say
to pull out the bags and an attack to light them?
I would say it would be an action to do the whole thing altogether.
Okay.
But you probably don't need to do a roll. I feel like this would just be a save on their part.
Yeah, I'm probably a save on myself too because I'm kamikaze at this point.
What is your bonus to sleight of hand?
My sleight of hand is 4.
Okay, so we'll say DC 14 dexterity all around.
Gotcha.
Because this feels sleight of handish to ignite sawdust in midair.
Yeah, I was gonna guess this or some kind of intelligence thing, but either way, I'm just fine with sleight of hand.
All right, so I will give 2 saves for the soldiers.
I did mine too to reduce it.
Soldier save, and then the veteran will also save. So instead, so everyone who saved will take half of this in fire damage.
What about this guy?
That's the veteran.
Okay, then this guy's a veteran too. Oh,
He's
soldier.
a soldier.
Okay, yeah, my bad.
So they all take 4 points of fire damage, including you, but no one is set on fire.
Oh well, worth a shot.
But it will affect how they roleplay. I mean, more dwarves are teleporting on and stuff. Cannons might not be their top priority.
And would that be considered an attack? Would that have broken my invisibility?
Yeah.
Okay. Just that accident, because I didn't technically attack anyone other more than set off a bag, but that's one of those like, kinda, yeah, but okay. Well, bonus action then. Let me see. Fuck it, I'm just gonna hunter's mark this bastard here.
All right.
That's my turn.
Okay. Drow sergeants. One of them stamps her boot on the deck and calls out in Elvish, "Additional boarders, all hands on deck." And then they will. This one will definitely try to shoot you with her hand crossbow. And this one will take a shot at Nulgrim with her hand crossbow. So first up, this will be Fergus. 22.
That'll hit.
Oh, sorry, that was supposed to be a hand crossbow, not the light crossbow. I'll roll the damage. That's 4 points of damage and advantaged Constitution saving throw. All right, that succeeds.
Thank God.
And now against Nulgrim, hand crossbow.
That'll hit.
8 piercing damage, and then the
Remember, everyone should have 12 temporary hit points because of my
right.
speech thing. So
and an advantaged Constitution saving throw against the knockout poison.
oh fuck, it's knockout poison. I forgot about that. I thought this was just the one that poisons you.
Oh, buddy.
You
Well,
poor bastard.
so let's see. Target DC 13 Constitution saving throw or be poisoned for 1 hour. If the saving throw is lost by 5 or more, you are unconscious. So
Okay, so I'm just poisoned.
you're
I guess what's the DC?
It's 13.
Okay.
So you're lucky you had advantage, because if you had
Yeah.
rolled a 7, that would have been lights out, little birdie.
Right. All right. What should I use for poisoned? That'll do it. And that's disadvantage on attack rolls, or what? What's that? What's poison
Basically
do?
everything. Saves and all.
Okay.
All right. So that is the Drow sergeants. Now it is the Shadow Demon. It is going to bonus action hide. Do a stealth check. 20. And how fast is it? Cool. So it slinks up here behind Taskell, and then it gets one. It breaks itself by making a single advantaged claws attack against Taskell.
Oh no.
18 probably misses.
Good old tank and spank Taskell.
Mm-hmm. All right. Drow veteran. The one on the cannon next to Fergus is going to stop messing with the cannon and is going to grab his weapons. This one will do likewise. Meanwhile, these ones will engage with the newcomers. So we will start with a longbow attack against Fergus. 2 longbow attacks to be fair.
Wait, where are the 2 coming from? Because one of them's adjacent to me.
Well, each Drow veteran gets 2 attacks.
Oh,
and
yeah.
This one right here. So 2 longbow attacks.
Gotcha.
1, 2.
Oof, both hit. I'm going to roll a superiority die on that second one because it's still going to hit, but it'll reduce the damage by half.
All right.
So.
And then that'll be 2 Constitution saving throws.
Yep, I'm just reducing the damage, or deducting the damage real quick. And then, by the way, that Constitution up there was a retroactive to see if I kept my Hunter's Mark, and I did, but
yeah,
I'll do those after I do these 2.
Okay, you go to both accounts.
I think I'm unconscious, though.
DC 13, yeah.
So I just plop to the ground, take a snooze.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, I was doing so well up until then.
At least you got far enough along that everyone else is starting to show up. So this Drow veteran standing over you will get 2 advantaged scimitar attacks against you. So 1, 2. 1 will hit. 1 misses somehow. 6 slashing damage.
Well, I imagine he hits me with the first one, and I spasm, and he misses the second one.
Yep.
Because I think I wake up after that, even with being poisoned.
Yep. Let me.
Because I was just
actually,
unconscious. I think damage wakes you if you're unconscious.
I do not believe so, because it says you are poisoned for 1 minute. Unconsciousness lasts as long as you are poisoned. Unconscious drops whatever they're holding, fallen prone. Automatically fails. Any attacks
it says
that
it at the end.
Oh yeah, any damage it wakes up. Yeah, sorry, I missed that. My
I am prone, but I am awake now.
However, one thing I didn't realize is that when you attack a unconscious creature, if you're within 5 feet like that Drow veteran, any hit is a critical hit. So I will roll another d8.
Yeah.
1, because farts on my life. So now
Farts on my life.
That's a good one.
Now there will be some attacks on Taskell and Nolgrim. I'm just checking to see if the poisoned condition affects their attack roll. Nope. So it's just going to be 4 scimitar attacks against Nolgrim. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Those should not have an advantage, but at the same time, all the first ones were the good ones. So we will keep it.
All right. 3 hit, 1 misses.
All right. So
see.
Well, I mean, temporary hit points ate some of that for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you are fighting these Drow veterans in melee Nolgrim, you probably have in the back of your mind, you're like, oh wow, these guys are much better than the ones back at that keep that we assaulted.
Yeah.
Also, I forgot. Let me check something here. So close. No, not quite in range. For the extra 1d4 on that 17. But this last one will attack Taskell. 2 scimitar attacks on.
Taskell keeps on Taskelling.
It turns out he has the best AC in the world. Plot armor.
He's the true king.
Speaking of which, it is Taskel's turn.
Mulgrim will say over. Gotta see if I could get over to Fergus. If you give me a bit of space, I'm going to use the booming step again, and basically warn you that if you don't get,
it's gonna hurt.
yeah, it's a 10-foot radius, but just giving you a fair warning. Will probably be less than attacks of opportunity, but that also gives them a chance to. They'd have to hit you first.
I could step south and you step north, and we'd be on 10 feet of each other.
That's true.
But,
I'd only miss one more
Just remember, there's no 5-foot stepping in this system.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's also, you gotta leave the range.
Yep. Yeah, if you don't leave their range, it doesn't provoke. But
Yep.
All right, and wisdom saving throws for. Do you want to put up the aura so I know how? Okay, thank you. All right, so 3
DC 17.
Right, so 3 veterans. 1, 2, 3. So one of them succeeds, and then Shadow Demon. Whoops, that should have been advantage 5, so that's a failure. And then 1 soldier. That will be failure. So that's radiant damage. Let me check something on the Shadow Demon real quick. Of course they are. Okay. That actually makes sense. Yeah, it would not surprise you that the Shadow Demon takes extra damage from radiant damage.
Hark no.
That kind of makes logical sense. And this guy dies. First blood, Taskel.
And I can't bonus a spell other than cantrip, right?
Correct. Also, I forgot to roll for the mage. 1 second. Oh, very much failure.
Oh no, the boat was a concentration spell.
no, but the tentacles are.
This is true. Let me roll for that. This may actually save that one poor Drow's life.
And the other one if he gets caught when the start of the round happens.
Yep.
Oh, wow, they actually lose it.
I could not ever succeed one of those whenever I play an NPC. It is
I was
bizarre.
hoping you were going to succeed, honestly, because that kind of choked them down there for a minute.
Mm-hmm. But is that your turn there, Taskel? Pretty sure it is.
Yeah, I believe so. Standard move.
All right. It is the Drow soldier's turn. This guy is no longer restrained. They are all going to rush forward to curb stomp the little shit.
Just you see a bunch of Drows around me and just begin to literally just stomp on them.
This one will pull here.
Guys, I swear it wasn't me.
All right, so first things first, all the attacks against the prone Fergus. These will be at advantage. They are using their short swords. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
3 hits.
2, 3.
So
that's all. Well, no, he's no longer unconscious because he got stabbed. So he's awake. Okay. But he's prone.
Yeah, still problematic.
So literally, he wakes up. Something cut my arm, and then just thunder of footsteps and lots of stabbing of swords.
Oh God! I swear it wasn't me. It was your sister. Oh wait. Never mind. I'm still in insult mode.
All right. So then one Drow soldier is going to take a stab at Taskel. That'll definitely miss. And then at a command from one of the sergeants, the other remaining 4 here are all going to levy their hand crossbows at Milgram.
Alrighty then.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. I believe
2 hit.
2 hit. All right. So that is a total of 9 damage, and give me 2 Constitution saving throws. These will be flat because you're already poisoned, so you don't have advantage anymore. Okay, so that
that's not good.
the second one makes
Yep.
you unconscious.
The dice are not kind to me today.
Yeah. And at the end of the turn, because they had to use their full round to do it, this deck rating opens up, and 4 more Drow soldiers come onto the deck. Down here in the south. All right. Nolgrim's unconscious. It's sleepy time, Nolgrim.
Was that the last one that knocked me unconscious?
Yeah, it was the very last one.
Damn it. I was hoping. Damn it.
When Nolgrim's turn is over, does that mean the ship is basically in ramming distance?
After the Drow Mage's turn, they will be within ramming distance. I'll move stuff around. You'll see.
That's fine. I was just gonna yell something when it gets within range, like in character. But yeah, I think the Drow first.
Yeah. Well, first things first, I have to roll a wisdom for this one that starts within the Spiritual Guardian. That's how that works, right? Or is it at your turn? I forget.
At the start of the turn. So anyone who starts the turn.
Gotcha.
So it also would have been this guy too. I think you already rolled. I think though, didn't you?
No, I forgot for the one soldier. He probably would fail. So if you could just roll that damage real quick there, Kenneth. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that one Drow soldier's still alive, but looks really bad. This one takes 6 damage. Because your DC is 16, correct?
17.
Oh, 17? Never mind. That takes full pop then.
At least that's what the sheet's telling me. Must have gone up with the last level.
It's going to move out of throne in the radius there. And then both Drow mages will cast...
Fireball.
You wish. That'd probably do more harm to them than to you. All right, let's see.
What? With all this wooden ship and black powder around?
Okay, so each one of them is going to cast a 5th level magic missile against Taskell. So that would be, because it's 3 darts at level 1 and then an additional dart per level beyond that. So that would be 7 darts per one for a total of 14d4 plus 14.
Taskell, do you have the shield spell?
I don't believe I do.
I wasn't sure with the Forge Cleric if they would get that, because that would be a lifesaver right now.
Because I don't think you're going to make that. Well, do you have to save for each missile?
No,
Yes.
it's auto damage.
No,
Well,
I mean like
Constitution to
concentration.
maintain the spell.
Oh yeah, concentration. It's per missile, so that's 14 concentration checks. It is something that no one who plays 5th edition ever talks about. I'm like, so magic missiles just destroys concentration spells.
Mostly unless you're a warcaster, and then you have advantage, so it's a little harder.
Well, even then, 14 saves is really hard to make.
Yeah.
Even if you just have to beat the 10.
Oh yeah.
So you guys see the just a shit ton of these like sapphire colored magic darts fire out of the mages, and they just all descend on Taskell just like a rapid series of punches.
I think we're all in danger now.
But that is a 5th level spell slot each. So
Yes. So
14d20 and your
con plus proficiency? Or?
your con
If you're
save.
proficient, yes.
if you're proficient in Constitution saving throws.
Okay. Actually, you know what? 14. Feel free to continue the turns.
Okay.
It's Freya. Throw them up next, so nothing's going to have to make a save, whether I succeed or not.
All right. So let me just quickly Move this into position
It's-
here.
And I'll say as the ship gets closer, I see it. I'm just going to yell out, Ignis, I don't care who asked you. Fireball in the front of the boat.
All right, so now it is Freya's turn.
Let's see if I did this syntax right. Lowest of them all is a 1.
Wow, that's amazing. That
The
so
very
many of
last
those.
roll, too.
Yeah. But Freya, it is your turn. You're within range. You're on the map. You're on the boat. You're in it.
Rolling to recharge. I don't recharge. I'm going to cast Fly on the battle suit and fly 60 feet diagonally over their ship.
Yep. Checks out.
Imagine the 5 that was the first one, and it's like the 7th one would have failed as well, but still.
So like here, but 60 feet up.
Yeah, you can go ahead and like give yourself a little blue dot with 6 on. Yeah, there you go. Thrum.
Is the ship pretty stable here?
Yeah, you can just walk right across. I just didn't feel like trying to make the maps unjank. So you can just walk straight across as if it was a solid object.
Yes, Thrum. That's what he does, is walk.
Well, hold on. Let me see where I am. Now that I can actually see the board, I couldn't see anybody before.
Yeah.
Jesus,
Oh, yeah.
that's a lot of Drow.
Also, which cohort did you want to have mixed in this with you? I forgot to add the cohort.
I would say Ignis for fireballs.
Yeah.
I just
Alright.
shout that we need her fireballs.
So she's back here, and I will roll for. You guys should have her see. So I'll roll for her initiative, but then it's.
I mean, I don't. Oh, yeah, there it is. Never mind, I do.
Freya's flying up above.
Well, so many 4s.
I mean,
Freya
yeah.
is 60 feet in the
just
air.
rammed the boat. So
Mm.
Alright. So my jump's only 30 feet if I use it.
I mean, you still get smack dab in the middle of the boat.
Yeah. I think that's smartest for him.
Mhm.
All right. Nope. Can I get
This
up there?
man, there's a
Yes,
lot
I
of
can.
Drow over by Fergus.
And risking enough
God.
doesn't provoke attack of opportunity anymore.
Correct.
Yeah, I could. Sorry, I couldn't see all those, Fergus. We'll come
It's all
that way eventually. So
I knew what I was
Thrum
doing when I got here.
Thrum disappears into a spout of water, reappears over here, gets to swing one time. These guys are favorite enemies, and the shards are up, so he's going to hit. Which one looks the weakest out of these if he'd be looking in this direction?
You mean like closest to death?
Yeah.
Oh, this one, 100%.
Okay, I'll smack him. Or try to.
That'll miss.
All right, and then bonus action, go into rage.
Mhm.
And try and grapple with his chains. What
Go for
is that?
this
Does
one's a
that look
mage.
like the magic user?
That's a magic user.
Yes,
All right,
yes,
he's
you
going to
could
try and
suggest it,
grapple
Tom.
her.
Mhm.
One of the two fucks what just hit me for 60% of my life.
That'll
this
miss.
is an opposed. Well, this is an opposed athletics to see if I can.
Okay, so
Grapple her.
long as they don't get a natural 1,
Oh, that'd be hilarious.
Yeah.
10.
Okay.
Yeah, natural one still fails though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Man, that would have been hilarious. You both got natural ones, and they just stumbled
Right.
upon grappling her.
Yep.
All right, we're here. That's it for him.
Mhm.
Dwarf blood on this boat.
Yep. All right. So this alchemist guy who just threw something below deck sees Freya's suit flying around. And he says in Elvish, which some of you may not understand, he goes, "Well, that's interesting. It's an interesting design in a crude way." Well, anyway, and he reaches into his bag and he pulls out he pulls like a jar of some substance and a vial, and he dumps the vial into the jar. He shakes it and then throws the jar at his feet, and it turns into a geometric sludge, which slowly grows into a gelatinous cube, which he's in the middle of. And he's just floating there with his arms crossed, apparently not dissolving.
Fuck mech suits. Apparently jelly suits are the new thing.
Shot.
But that's his turn.
It's not exactly. It is listed as an action.
Mhm.
But if you'll indulge me, I would like to use the magical tinkering effect. Just write the text "not impressed" below.
Yeah, that's fine. We got ourselves a nerd fight.
Just yell at the Drow. Everyone chill. Nerd fight.
Yeah, magical tinkering, interestingly enough, for some reason, your sound effects only go 10 feet, but you can write text, and it doesn't give you a limit to how big the font can be.
Mm-hmm. All right, Fergus.
Okay, I forget. Bonus action to drink a potion in this? Did we establish that?
That's my home rule.
Okay, so as I stand up, I pull out my lesser restoration vial. Oops, not dead.
Kill yourself.
And drink it to get rid of that poison, because that's pesky.
Yep.
And does this guy look really hurt at all when I hit him? After I hit him?
He does look hurt, but he's not like on the death's door.
Yeah.
The veterans are quite skilled fighters. I'm
going to start going after these ones.
Yeah, these
Which
individual
one of these ones is
souls.
hurt?
These the northernmost one is hurt, and then this one below him is also hurt.
Okay, so I'll attack the northern one first.
Yep.
Because my hunter's mark is gone already. So.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. Second attack.
Oh yeah, that'll hit. He dead.
And that's all I got.
All right. Drow sergeants. This one is going to move in to make sure Fergus can't escape. But this other one is going to hang back. So the one next to Fergus is going to make a short sword attack against him. Flat out. That'll miss.
Yep, that'll miss.
And the other one will make a hand crossbow attack against Thrum, because big rocky dude is throwing chains around. Pew. 24.
Hit.
Luckily you're raging, so it reduces the damage.
Yep, so reduce damage, and then a Constitution saving throw at advantage against the knockout poison. You're good. All right, and that's their turn.
Temporary hit points.
Yeah, you should have 12 temporary hit points right now, and your other ones you would get normally won't refresh until you go away from those.
All right, so that on the part of the Shadow Demon is just enough for it to get past Freya's passive, and I think that should be enough to get past Milgram. Or Taskell's, yes. So he is able to fly. He is going to double move up here. He is stealthed, but that takes his entire turn. So I'm leaving him on the map, but you guys technically don't know where he is because he's a Shadow Demon in the Underdark. This is kind of his hood.
So I don't know the Shadow Demon's there?
Correct.
Okay. So I should act as if I don't know he's there.
Yes. All right, Drow veteran time. With Nilgrim unconscious. Now, they're pretty merciless. They would totally curb stomp that little fuck. All right, this one is going to move up here. And he is going to spend his action to put his shield on. I'm going to put a little shield thing to remind me that one actually has his shield out. They have an array of weapons. This one will do likewise. So 2 of them are going to item interaction draw a short sword in addition to the scimitar, so they'll get 3 attacks each against an unconscious Nilgrim. And then one of them will continue attacking Taskell. So we'll get the Taskell one out of the way first. 1, 2, nope, hard whiffs. And then these ones will be against Nilgrim. So first up, 1, 2. I think the 17 hits.
No, my armor class is 19.
Wow, even unconscious. Then the short sword. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I'll know
2 of
those.
them hit.
So this one does 7, and then I'll roll an additional d8 because the first one will be a critical hit. All right, so that would be
15 points of
15.
damage.
And then the last one does another 8 points of damage, and you are awake again.
Alrighty.
Little axes to remind me that they have the short swords out. That's why I added those little markers, because some of the enemies have multiple weapon combinations that I need to keep track of. But that is. Oh, I almost forgot the one next to Fergus.
No, it's okay. It's cool.
1, 2. One of them will hit. 9 slashing.
That's why I usually number them.
Yep. Lessons learned. Taskell, it's your turn.
Right. Yeah, that should be in range.
Oof. The dice are not being kind.
The dice giveth and they taketh away.
Mm-hmm.
And
well, next time we play Drow Jailbreak.
Still got plenty of. Oh no, wait. That's still got plenty of level 3 spells, but can't cast another one this turn. Yeah, let's take a swing at this dude.
All right. Oh yeah, that'll do it.
Mm-hmm.
That is
11 plus 9, 20.
That is a barbecued Drow right there.
Yep, he is bloodied. Yeah, the Drow veterans got some beef on them. All right. Drow soldier time. So 4 of them on the back row who are not in melee range are going to fire hand crossbows at Freya. Let me see if this will be a disadvantage.
With a hand crossbow, I think it will be.
Yeah, it will be. Yeah. And your suit is immune to poison, so you don't need to worry about rolling for the effect until your suit is broken.
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. Up, one of them.
A miss, and a hit. But I will go ahead and shield that one hit.
Just the blue ball, the fucker.
Mm-hmm.
Very fair. The very wounded one next to Taskell will try to take a stab at him. Kia, getting nowhere.
Getting there as fast as we can.
These ones begin fanning out in a well-drilled formation as they are going to all fire their hand crossbows at our dear Thrum. And I also need to keep remembering the extra D4 that they'll get, so we'll only do it when it's close. So these are all going to get you, Thrum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the natural
24
20,
hits.
24, and does the 18 hit?
Nope. AC 19.
Damn, you guys are chunky. All right, so that is 8 points of damage, which will be halved, and you do a Constitution saving throw.
At
Oh wait,
advantage,
that's
right?
actually the 18 will hit because there would be the extra D4, so a minimum of 1 would make it hit at 19.
Yep.
So that's an extra 5, and then another save at advantage.
And that 5 gets halved as well, right?
Correct.
Down to 2 or 3?
Down to 2, rounded down.
Oh, player wins in this. Okay.
I do the same thing for them, so
Okay. That's cool.
Yep.
Still on my temporary hit points.
Mm-hmm. All right, and that will be a now conscious, but oh wait, I almost forgot 3 attacks against Fergus. You almost keep getting away, old so and so. 1, 2, 3. Well, those all missed. Never mind. No.
All right, I'll stand up.
Completely forgot about
And
this. Temporary hit
then-
points. I'm slightly less dead than I thought.
And then I think I'll cast Shatter. Let's do it right here. I should be able to get 6 of these guys.
All right.
I'll do it at 3rd level and upcast it using my mantle. So 4th level Shatter.
All right. So that would be a Constitution save from them.
Yes.
So that is 1 sergeant, 3 soldiers, and 2 veterans. Okay. So for soldiers, or I'll wait for your damage first. All right. Soldier. One of them just immediately gets jibbed. The other one is still alive. And now for the sergeant. Failed. Very wounded. And the 2 veterans next to you. Failed. Lots of good damage all around.
Did you roll for 5 or 6?
I rolled for 6, I believe.
Okay.
Because it would be... Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot one of the soldiers. Failed. Okay, so another one gets jibbed. Wow, only 4 dead drow so far.
And let's see if there's anything else I could do. Do you say that there's a queen somewhere, or somebody that not queen, but somebody that was giving orders?
This one was giving orders when we started.
Yes,
but I don't, you
and
weren't
this
for that, I
one with
don't
the
think.
green dot is providing a D4 to everyone within within 30 feet.
Okay.
Of course, there's a queen. Who do you think lays the eggs?
Yeah, I don't want to use my grudge on anybody just yet, so I think that'll be my turn.
All right, magic time. Let's see. This one will magic armor herself, mage armor herself, because smarts. And this other one. Sorry, sometimes I have to read the spells. Oh yeah, no, that's what she'll do. And this other one will cast greater invisibility on herself. and then this way. No, not rolling stealth, just disadvantage on attacks. This will also get a little more room. Squishy casters away from the fray, and it is Ignis.
Okay, so if no one minds, I will take control of Ignis because as Fergus is yelling, he's basically going to scream, "Ignis, I don't care if I'm in the middle. Light them up." And she's going to use her careful meta magic and target here. So it'll hit only me with a careful spell to automatically succeed the save. But every other enemy on this side of the boat is ignited in a fireball.
Yeah. And she has that gemstone. I forget that as well.
Yeah, so one person is going to catch on fire. And I would say probably this motherfucker.
All right.
That or the mage.
The mage is invisible, so I'm just playing it that she probably doesn't know exactly where she is. So.
That's fair. So why don't you go ahead and roll damage, because before I bother rolling saves for all the soldiers, I just want to see even half damage, which is instantly jib them.
Does she have 4th level? She does, so I'm going to cast it at 4th level. So that'd be 33 points of fire damage.
So I'm not even going to bother rolling for the soldiers, because half of 33 is still more than their maximum hit points. So
I will also use my reaction to have the halved damage.
Yep.
So I'm only going to take, let's see. So half of 33 would be 16. So I'll take 8 points of damage from this.
I just love the mental image of Fergus calling out, "Just nuke this side of the deck," and then she just runs forward and throws a fireball, and so just a mushroom cloud in the darkness of the sea. And
as I
you down deck are like, "Oh shit, she was a good get."
as I see it coming, I just take my hat of holding and I just tuck my head in it and block the fire damage that way.
Head in hat, hand on nuts. Be over.
The turtle defense.
The Rincewind method. If I can't see it, it can't hurt me.
Man, I fucking love Rincewind and all the wizards from those books. I love the one line from Mort where it's all the wizards are waiting for the archwizard to get back. They were standing around the courtyard, staring at the front gate, which as if it was about to explode. Which is good thinking of our part, because it did.
Oh, Pratchett is good at that shit.
I know. Just top shelf. All right. So now I got to roll for the sergeant, the veteran, and the mage.
And the mage will have to succeed on a constitution to maintain her invisibility, I believe, as well.
So dexterity for the sergeant passes. Dexterity for the veteran fails. And for the mage... dexterity fails. So the mage is just dead outright. You don't even see the body because it gets flown overboard. It just cast invisibility, and you're like, where did that mage go?
We're always going to be thinking the mage is somewhere around here.
The mage we never found.
So it was, you said 33 damage total?
Yes.
All right, so that one, and then half of 17.
Yeah, and then this person catches fire on the start of their next turn. They're going to take 2d10 fire damage.
Oof.
Yeah, she is a fire sorcerer. She's good at fire.
Man, playing spellcasters in the system is so much better.
I know.
I had to make the active choice not to multi-class into Bard.
Man, when I was designing what cohorts you guys would be running into, I was looking at the ones you had done so far, and I'm like, this should probably get like a spellcaster one, and that's where Ignis came in. Like, what? Just full on Captain Explosions. All right,
Speaking of Captain Explosion.
Also, it does say that it ignites flammable objects in the area that aren't being worn or carried. So,
all right. Why don't you roll me a d20 for a luck check to see if any of the black powder they had they were going to load the can with goes up.
5.
You hear an uncomfortable sizzling sound. Hold on. Let me just reach into my bag of dice and get another timer started. This should.
I lived in Corsiconia. I know what this sound means.
Oh yeah, 100%. There you go. You don't know how long you have, but I do. So I'll just set that up. But before it is Freya's turn, let me roll one thing real quick. Nope. You see a ballista bolt from the Bonnie Diamond go wide of the ship. But now it is Freya's turn.
All right. Very happy those mooks over there got cleaned up so I can take on this nerd.
Mm-hmm.
The cannon doesn't recharge this round. Doesn't matter. Wasn't going to use it this round anyways.
The jock nerd versus the academic nerd.
And then I'm going to take out the arm cannon on the suit. And the runes are going to glow in a molten fire as I cast Fireball. I'm casting it. I was kind of measuring it out earlier. I'm getting... Yeah.
Well, it's a 20-foot
I couldn't
radius
get
from
any
the
more.
impact point, I think. So not like a cube.
Yeah, it's not a cube, so pick
Oh,
a
okay.
minute radius.
So
don't
like
think
you
I-
could hit it here and it wouldn't hit like that, but
Okay, let me see then.
like this one wouldn't hit your allies, but it would hit this guy and then these ones here.
Yeah, if you put it at this top corner, you'll get the mage and all the way down to this lady.
Okay, yeah, I was just measuring that out wrong. My bad.
Yeah, you were thinking of a cube
Yeah, I
area.
was thinking.
Yeah, because that's what Fairy Fire does.
Yeah. All right. Then that's what I'm going to do from this corner.
All right. So I don't roll
DC
the alchemist
17
because
dex
the cube takes it all for him. The cube predictably fails, takes full pop.
Man, I thought that cube was going to have high dexterity too.
Yeah, that would be on brand, wouldn't it?
Hey, I've seen reincarnated as a slime. I know how that shit works.
Oh man,
It's not a metal slime.
still the best jokes in that opening episode, that entire series.
Destroy my hard drive.
Yeah, the guy gets stabbed, and his best friend's like, "I only invited you out here to show my girlfriend to be a jerk." I know, man. Fine. Listen, he pulls him close. Destroy my hard drive, and then he dies. I'm like, that was the opening of the show. I'm like, all right.
I knew it was going to be good after that first episode.
Yep.
All right, so save for the mage. Failure.
Oh wow, that's a lot of ones.
What was
Yeah,
all
that
those-
is unfortunate.
Wait, why'd you roll 8d6 when it rolled it for you above?
Yeah, I don't rolled it above.
Oh, it did? Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, much better
And it
roll.
did
My
much
bad.
better than you did. It almost
Yeah,
doubled your roll.
You know what? I trust Skynet on this one. You know, controversial opinion.
So, this soldier dies. This soldier dies.
Go figure. Skynet's good at nuking from orbit.
Mm-hmm.
I already did the damage for the mage and the cube. Was it far enough to hit this sergeant over here?
I don't
No.
think so. No.
Or it would have hit.
Just
It
that
would have hit Nolgrim if it had hit the sergeant.
Okay, so then it's after that. It's just the this veteran. Then is the only other one that was hit. All right.
Yeah.
It also does now ignite this side of the ship on fire.
Yeah.
And
No
So
prisoners, apparently.
That would be.
We're trying to get past the blockade, man.
All right. And then roll me just a flat d20 as a luck check.
All right. 16.
All right. Anything else on your turn?
I'm going to fly just above this guy now.
All right. The shadow demon who's hidden behind you didn't see will get an advantaged attack of opportunity.
All right.
Natural 20. I will let you know, shadow demons do bonus damage with their claw attacks when they're on advantage, so this is going to be sizable. Your suit's immune to psychic damage, isn't it?
Yes.
Pretty sure.
Well, the fucking demon didn't know that. So Freya, you fly over there and nothing happens.
You
Oh,
didn't
it's
notice
all
it.
psychic damage?
Yes, that's what shadow demons do.
Nice.
Granted, against anyone except Freya, that would be pretty fucking scary.
Mm-hmm.
I think I ran over a bug while I was flying over here.
From
Thren's gonna step here. I think that'll cause an attack.
from one of the veterans.
Yep.
Thumtar.
Miss, unless he's got a +4.
He does. So then
That would hit.
I'm just after roll. So yeah, 11 slashing.
Okay, so take the last of the temporaries. A point of damage. All right, Thrum's gonna swing at this guy.
All right. That'll hit and that'll kill.
God damn it! Okay.
That's how
I've never gotten to use, and I really want to use it one time.
he found a way of around your grapple build.
Yes.
You can't grapple them if they just die.
Joke's on me, damn it.
Checkmate, Thrum.
Remember,
Right.
guys, the Wesley Snipes method. The government can't tax you if you spend all your money.
All right. He'll go ahead and finish his other attack then. He's going to attack that guy with his last normal attack.
That'll hit.
They can't catch you if you're on fire.
Is there a reason why it's at advantage?
No,
Okay, so then it will miss.
that was from rolling my con.
I just figured he was going to reckless or something like that.
I'd intended to reckless the mage, but she's long gone. So
Anyway, so that the second one will miss.
okay, and then third, he's going to shoot his grapple chain bonus action down at this guy next to Fergus.
Mm-hmm.
This is an opposed athletics, and that he should get advantage on. So I'll roll it one more time.
Fails.
Oh,
You
he
still
failed.
succeed either way. So,
Okay.
and it doesn't do that. Does it do that damage? I always forget how your grapple chain works.
Yep, it does.
Okay. So then that one also dies before the fire gets him.
Oh, that's not exciting.
We just hear the
It's
Wilhelm
exciting at this
scream as he
point.
gets
We're
chucked off the
freaking
side of the-
dying all over the place.
Mhm.
All right, that's it for Throne.
Yeah, it just took one massive fuck off fireball to turn the tide. All right.
Miss it at the clutch.
Let's see how fast this gelatinous cube is.
What, 5 or 10 feet?
Mm-hmm. Okay, so it is going to move here. I'll move. He's in it, but I'll move him when he's done with his turn. Then it'll use its action, which lets it move again, called Engulf, which it does connect with Thrum. So Engulf.
So squishy.
While doing, it can enter a larger, smaller creature space. Enters creature space, it must make a dexterity saving throw. On success, it's pushed back 5 feet. On a failure, you are sucked into it and start getting dissolved.
All right, so Thrum gets advantage on Dex
Yep.
that he can see.
Because Barbarian, yes, this would 100% apply. I did a
Okay.
Barbarian in an in-person game, and I 1v1 to Gelatinous Cube at level 3 because he kept trying to engulf me, and I had advantage, so it just kept not working. He was very frustrated. All right.
Yeah, I'll get bounced back. It's like sumo wrestling. Boom, boom.
Mhm. But you do get the impression that he's not controlling the cube. It was just going after the biggest prey. And he's just floating inside, taking no damage whatsoever from this thing. But
Point a cannon at it.
This is what
Get in.
Drow hasn't
Ooze is
seen.
fine.
but that is Fergus. You're down to the last veteran, and there's definitely something about to catch fire next to you.
Yeah, I look at the veteran. I speak in Elvish. You have fun over here, and I'm gonna bonus action disengage. 'Cause I'm pretty sure he knows what's going on too.
Mm-hmm.
Just gonna get right on up in here, and I am going to swing at this one.
Okay.
So let's see. First up, scale beam. You know what? I have only been using the one-handed. I'm gonna two-hand this bitch because why not?
Fancy. That'll hit.
That's 21 points of damage.
Big hurt, but still alive.
Second attack, 14. I will roll a d8 to add 5 to it.
Yeah, that'll make it hit.
9 points.
All right. Alive. Okay, there are no more Drow sergeants. All right, Shadow Demon. Hold on, let me clear out some of these sheets. All right, Shadow Demon. First up, bonus action stealth, 23. That'll go where it needs to be. And it is going to... She does not see it, but it has to double move to get behind. All right. Drow veterans. So this guy is going to run, chasing after Fergus.
Sub didn't want to be over there either, huh?
So we will get
Run away.
2
I would like
attacks
to
on...
use my
Oh, yeah?
reaction to enact the armor that allows me to take a move action immediately.
Yeah, as a reaction, absolutely.
I'll move there.
Fair enough. It'll step up to fill the gap, but that's all it's got.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Here. So we'll move there. So we are going to get 2 attacks on Fergus and then 3 attacks on Taskell. Well, it's going to be more than that, but just 2 of them are attacking Fergus. So we'll get 4 scimitars up front. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe the 18.
Against me?
Yeah.
I will use my last superiority die to try to dodge that.
All right.
I do.
All right, you've gotten high superiority die rolls.
I mean, there's been a couple ones in there.
Oh yeah. And now against Taskell, this will be 6 scimitars, 2 short swords. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I believe the 22 and the natural 20 hit.
The natural 20 hits. The 22 is one off.
What did I
Like
give you
3 AC.
guys?
That's just his forge powers, man.
Yeah,
Yep.
so that's that damage, and then the short swords will miss. Note to self, keep spamming level 5 magic missiles.
You see a bunch of people come into the Underdark. I cast magic missile in the darkness. No, there's a dwarf there.
All right, Taskell, it is your turn.
Mm-hmm. Well, with all the mooks back around, I guess I will burn my second third level slot.
I believe it. They don't take that damage until the start of their turn.
I'll just go ahead and kill the Drow Soldier now. He has 1 hit point. I have no idea how he survived this long. But it's his turn next, and there's nothing he will do that will save his life, so I'll just remove that.
Mm-hmm.
So that
Oh,
is...
right. It is up, so I can do that as a bonus action. So,
Mhm.
yeah, I have to cast it. And it kindly moved closer. 13, probably not.
I mean, it's a slime, probably.
That'll hit, yeah. I'll spoil it for you. It's got an armor class of 6.
Oh, I was gonna guess 4.
Yeah, it's very low.
There's another ooze that has a really low AC other than the gelatinous.
Yeah, they pretty
cube.
much all do.
Yeah.
Yep, it goes. Blah, 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 blah.
I like that they made the
He's
button
now
for the
stuck
attack
inside of
damage
a jiggler.
bigger.
I missed that. What did it do, Gamba?
He hit it with his spiritual weapon.
I know. And what noise did it make?
Blah.
Very good.
Good on you.
And I believe that would be Nulgrim's turn.
All right, I'll use lay on my hands for 5 points of it on myself to neutralize the poison,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll use my grudge targeting the alchemist person.
I feel like
Okay.
we created a monster now that Loki knows how good paladins are. He's just gonna play one in every campaign now.
Right?
It's like I just can't stop touching myself.
I've got the magic hands.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and I think that'll be it for me.
All right. Drow mage.
Actually, I think I'll shift here. And
Hard
Look at
not
that.
to sing I touch myself.
Yep. I'm gonna beat meat and then beat your face.
Oh god, I just realized I'm in lightning bolt range. If they really want to kill all their allies too.
Lightning bolt? Come on. I'm gonna cast a lightning bolt.
It's such a rare that
I mean,
instances
come on,
actually
you have to
lines
meet
up
that
in your favor.
KD ratio before you die. How are the Drow supposed to get to the afterlife if they don't have a positive kill-death ratio?
All right.
Fireball.
Instead, 1 second. Going to cast Cloud Kill.
Ooh.
So I'm just trying. There's a good token for it. Okay, finally. Let's see.
Sound good.
Let me check
Well,
the.
The yellow orange lifesavers.
Why are you uploading JPEGs? It needs to be a PNG.
Do I look like I know what a JPEG is?
I just want a picture of a goddamn hot dog.
There we go. Everything within that purple aura.
Yep.
Oh no.
So I'll just link the spell. It technically, I believe, it goes into effect. It's like a spiritual weapon that goes into effect on your guys' turn.
When a creature enters the spell area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there. So
Yep.
We get advantage on this one?
5d8 poison damage.
Yeah. The
Please.
cube is really not immune to poison damage, but
Now's a good time to point out, Gombo, that my suit is airtight.
yep, I know. But you're not in the cloud. Everyone else is.
Oh, I don't know how that's looked at ever in Great Grudge Blown.
It's because that's what your little image is.
Is it?
It
What a
was.
shift.
All right, so that would also hit. And one for you too, Thrum.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I was reading. Would it? We're sitting still in the water, aren't we?
Yeah, oh yeah, there's no wind down here at all.
It
Like,
does
I
move
know
10
you have
feet every
advantage,
round.
but God, that was so many extra 20.
Yeah, 22, 22, 23.
Alright, so no matter what, this guy just dies. Drow do not handle losing well. So I will roll.
I think 3 of us might be going down here, even with half damage.
So 5 veterans. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so, and the save DC is 14. So all of you succeeded. 2 of the Drow veterans failed, and it's 5d8. Don't forget it's poison damage, so you're all dwarves, so it is halved. 2.
Is it halved again if we save?
Yep.
So 5 damage.
I'm going to use my reaction. Oh wait, no, this is not a dexterity save. I can't do that. I don't think.
Correct, Mundos. So this guy perishes. This guy takes. And then the other ones take 11. As noxious, poisonous gas rolls over you. Oh yeah, and I got to roll for the cube. Alchemist dude's fine. It is now Ignis's turn.
So she doesn't see the shadow demon behind her. So
Nope.
Her thought is probably, "Hey, a wizard just cast in. She has that range of vision."
Mhm.
So twin spell a firebolt at her, and I'll say this guy here.
I think technically you can twin spell against the same person as well if you just want
Can
to
you?
double up. Yeah.
Twin
Just
spell.
it's separate attack rolls.
You can spend the numbers to target a second creature in range.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You also can't use it on stuff like Scorching Ray that has multiple attacks.
Right, yeah.
So yeah, firebolt on her.
Mhm.
So it'd be 21. I don't know why I was set at advantage, but
Yeah, but the 21 will hit.
11 will hopefully provoke a save that might dispel this mist.
God, why can I not roll good concentration checks?
And the other one will fire at that guy to the north.
This one?
Yes.
That'll hit. All right. Still very much up.
Wait, is the sorceress chick dead?
No.
Okay, for some reason I just can't see her anymore. So,
You could,
but I know
because she
Ignis would have
moved
been
farther
able to.
north to try to get space from you guys.
Yeah. Ignis has 120-foot range and
Yeah,
vision, so
She could absolutely see him.
well, that'll be her turn.
Okay. One thing before Freya's. Come on, Roll20. Doing it. There we go. And that will. Yeah, nice. So probably Ignis and Freya are only ones to see a ballista bolt rip across the deck and just bisect the drow in half.
From the darkness, take that, bitch.
Basically. He's not sending boarding crews over, but they're providing some fire.
Nice.
And that would
Did he
be,
kill the mage?
Yeah, straight up kill.
Nice.
Freya,
All
it's your
right.
turn.
Rolling for cannon recharge. Still doesn't recharge.
Mhm.
So I am moving down 60 feet so that I am now within range of the cube.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to use my trident to stab through the cube at this guy.
Okay. Roll your attack against the cube. That'll hit, and it'll do 7 piercing damage against the cube. I believe you can still do another one. I think you can have a couple attacks at this level with your suit.
Yeah, I've got the additional attack.
I'll hit, do another. Cube is looking in bad form, but it's still up. And I believe that's your turn?
Yeah, is there a reason I can't stab this dude through the cube? Because I figure I'm using a piercing weapon, right?
You are. He's in the exact center of the cube, which is protecting him. And to be very
Okay.
fair here, Michael, would you like me to have attacks bypass your power armor?
Well, it's a little
Touche,
different.
soldier.
Okay.
Listen, this thing is on 2 hit points. It's about to go down. Like,
The power armor is made of stone. Gelatinous cubes made of jelly.
Mm.
But okay, I see your point.
Yeah, but that
Problem.
jelly has some cornstarch mixed in, so it's extra thick.
It's not Newtonian.
Yep. It's extra thick.
They
It's
put
got
in
that
some-
ooze booty.
They put in some thicket.
Yes, you
While they were
see the
doing
Drow
whippets.
opening up packets of instant Jello inside this.
Man, we call it gelatinous, but it's more of a custard.
So yeah, that rocks his world. He's still up.
Still a bastard. All right, I'm going to use this feat. Think I can declare it afterward. Never used it. To knock him back 5 feet.
What's your turn? Yeah. It just says you don't have to declare it, so it's just when you hit. So yeah, he knocks back 5 feet.
All right, and then I'm going to attack that one up there.
Hold on, let me double check because he doesn't have a shield. So that will miss.
All right, and then I'm going to try and whip the same guy. And I was wrong earlier. My chain does not do the shards damage.
Well, that guy had like 3 hit points anyway.
Okay. So opposed
Natural 1.
acrobatics. Okay, so 10 damage to that guy.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you said it doesn't do the shards.
No, I took the shards off.
Ah, never mind. I forgot
Yeah,
you got like
that's-
7 modifiers on that.
Yeah.
That's his favorite enemy and his rage. And then his...
he's grappled and pulled towards you now, correct?
No, he's grappled but stays where he is.
Gotcha.
We agreed the pull-in would be a extra action if I want to do that, which you're probably never going to want to do that.
All right. Use his turn. It is going to try to engulf Freya's suit. So give me a dexterity saving throw for your suit.
All right. Dex save.
So your
Wait.
suit has been engulfed.
Does this mean Freya now has 2 layers of armor on?
Yep. This is
Speaking of, it does appear to be within the radius.
Oh yeah, you have your aura.
Oh yeah, yep. So we'll resolve the acid damage first, and then the ooze will almost certainly disintegrate.
It's a DC 12 dexterity saving throw.
Yes.
You flash a genius and survive it.
Yep.
Yeah, flash
All
of
right,
genius.
So you step back 5 feet. I'm not even going to roll for the ooze. It has 2 hit points. It dissolves.
Yeah.
So it just leaves the alchemist out there on the ground. He seems kind of nonplussed about it as he just stands off and he brushes the remnants of the ooze off of him, falling to the deck. And he starts sizzling. Needs a little bit more work, it would seem. Well, that's why we field test these things. But that's his turn. Fergus.
I'm gonna sidestep up here, and I am going to attack this one next to Taskell and Milgram. As an item action, I pull out my dagger in my offhand. So first up, I will slice at him with Scaleband one-handed.
Okay. That'll hit. Sorry, I missed it. Which one are you attacking? The grappled one?
The one to the left of the grappled one.
Gotcha.
It's in between Taskell and Milgram.
Gotcha. So that'll hit.
18.
And he's a dead.
Then I'll attack the one just north of me that's grappled with my second Scaleband attack.
That'll miss.
And then I will stab shroom him with my offhand.
Very unique fighting style. Dagger and axe. I like it. That'll hit.
For 10 points of damage. Some of it's poison if it matters.
And he's dead.
Well, you know, we're coming up to a dragon, so a dragon killing axe might be helpful.
Oh, yeah.
Even if we're probably going to have to run from the dragon if we find him.
All right. Anything else?
Nope. That's bonus movement. Not movement, but I'm just going to step up to him, and then it'll be my turn.
All right. Shadow Demon's going to make a claw attack against Ignis at advantage.
She didn't know that was there?
Another
Ooh.
natural 20.
Yeah, she felt that. Loud scream can be heard off camera.
And then it is going to bonus action hide again. Because it's a cheeky fucker. Yeah, don't fuck with Shadow Demons. All right. Drow Veteran First
So,
things first, they take damage.
Really quick, just to be clear, so we saw the Shadow Demon when it did the attack.
Yes, you definitely know it's over there. It just then immediately hit afterwards.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Yep, totally understandable. All right, so Drow veterans. Wisdom. Those will both fail. They are not looking good. So this one's going to use his gray matter, and he is going to move out. It's difficult terrain, so he's able to get there, as he is using an action to drop his shield to switch back to his bow. But this one is too deep in the thick of it, so he'll just attack with the scimitars. 1, 2. Second one will hit. Richard?
Yes.
Huh? Sorry, I was tapped out. Yes, that
20.
does.
5 slashing damage against Fergus.
Gotcha.
And that's their turn. Taskell. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I completely forgot that this side of the ship would have exploded at the end of Fergus's last turn.
Yeah, it's been smoking a while, hasn't it?
Yeah, I had a countdown. So hold on 1 second. No one was really there, so I'm not going to roll damage per se. Though, for sheer comedy's sake, this guy definitely ran into the explosion without meaning to.
I forgot all about it.
Wilhelm scream.
Yep.
You know, cool guys don't look at explosions, but they definitely don't go towards them.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one dead Drow veteran there. Now it's Taskell's turn.
Yeah, I think his bonus action will have the weapon go after that dude.
All right.
And then for our action, we're going to get off the exploding boat because explosions. 12, probably not.
That'll miss. He kind of ducks it as it swings over his head.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, clerical magic. Pedestrian, I suppose. Shouts over to you in Undercommon. It's a bit uncouth to be swinging at me from such a distance, don't you think?
I mean, you just came out of a giant fucking slime.
This
Do
is
you have
true,
any room
but
to talk?
I mean, really, you're just kind of crying for a god to smash the mean man for you.
Again, instead of fighting us, you literally hid inside of Jello.
Oh, I'm not fighting you.
Oh. Well then. I'm going to be leaving then.
So that is Nulgrim's turn.
I'll give you Kuth. Runs up, using Vow of Enmity along the way.
Mm-hmm.
And then full attack.
All right.
I mean, he did just say we went. Okay.
He already has his grudge against him.
Mm-hmm.
I know that was me just in character being like, oh, okay, never mind.
Are you using your war pick, or did you want to use Frostbrand?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Frostbrand.
Is that with a 1 or is the 1 or a +1? From
Well,
it,
so
or
it's all merged together because it's my packed weapon.
Okay, yeah.
So it's still a pick, but has the abilities of the.
I think how your packed weapon worked, it would still do the slashing damage of the sword because you just redesignate. That's how I understood it, but I could forget.
Because I know. Well, I could.
It depends on which feature you're talking about, because there's the feature where you choose the packed weapon, and then there might be another feature that lets you take ability. Because didn't we have like an item that let you, like a forge or something that.
Yeah.
Like the portable forge that lets you transfer abilities into a different weapon. I thought you did that.
Well, no, that's what the.
Because there's packed weapon and then there's the hexblade weapon, which are like two different things.
Well, yeah. Sorry.
No, I mean we have an item I thought we had that we can
that's not
transfer.
factoring into this at all. This is all warlock class build.
Let me
Gotcha.
look it up real quick.
Either way, that attack would miss if
Okay.
the +1 was factored in.
And then let me. Okay, and I will pump 2 smites into. Well, smite and elder smite into it.
All right. All that additional damage.
Oh, wait, you can put both smites into there? Holy fuck.
Yep.
Separate spell slots.
Yep. So.
Warlockadins are quite powerful.
Try to remember. Is it? It's been a minute since I've.
Aren't they like hexadens or whatever they call them?
What? I don't give a shit.
There's-
A normal smite is radiant damage. It's
Okay,
1d8 plus a d8 for each spell slot that you expend, so minimum of 2d8. And then the Eldritch one, I believe, is the same thing, but you just don't have the initial d8. It's just a number of d8 equal to the spell slot you expend,
All
and
right.
it has to be a warlock spell slot.
And then that's doubled.
Yes, for critical hit. So you just roll
All right.
double the dice.
Here, I thought I was a single target damage dealer. Damn.
Yeah. Yeah, when he decides to mix it up in a melee.
Ooh.
All right, so how much damage is that total? Because I don't feel like doing mental math.
84. One hit, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep. So he kind of like arms behind his back, takes like a step back as your first swing goes wide, and then you bring it back around the other side, and it catches him straight through the throat. And he seems just completely nonplussed about it as he gurgles out, "Till next time," and then he is dead.
Till next time, gadget.
Wait a minute. Is that one of that yellow slime guy?
It's not turning into yellow slime as his dead body slumps to the ground.
Okay.
Not sure what he meant by that, but he is dealt with.
Very unsatisfying. Did you get grudge points for that?
Actually, yeah. Let me see what that.
Everyone's just very low, and this boat is exploding.
Yeah.
So.
Mm-hmm.
All right, 6 plus my con, or no 5. Yeah, 5 plus my con, so or charisma, so 9. Woo. I'll take it. So is the rest of the ship blowing up currently?
Currently, just this edge of the ship is on fire, but it's not currently exploding.
Okay, so that's 5, 10, 15.
So entering there, you'll just take fire damage.
Okay. So then he'll round up on this guy, and that'll be my turn.
All right. Ignis got attacked, but she's lost sight of the fucker.
So panic
can roll
blur
percep-
spell.
What?
Panic blur spell to
Yep, that'll do
make
it.
herself harder to hit. And can't see him, so I would say she probably goes to try to hide behind Taskell. So it would bounce out to a normal attack if he attacks, because it wouldn't be at advantage anymore.
Correct mundos.
Still hits,
24.
though.
9. Significantly less damage when he's not at advantage.
Probably points at it. It's right there. Right there.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It broke its stealth. Freya.
All right, rolling to recharge the cannon. Don't recharge the cannon. I think it's the longest I've gone without recharging the cannon.
Yeah, sometimes I know there's been a couple times you're just getting fed up and you just kept using spell slots for it.
Mm-hmm.
Does
All
it
right.
do it on its own ever?
That's what the roll is for.
I got you.
I believe it's on a
So-
5 and 6 it recharges. So.
I'm going to come over here, fly above the water,
Mm-hmm.
and I will cast Fairy Fire in front of Taskell.
Yeah, you can see the demon right now, by the way. It broke its stealth.
Okay, I can see.
This will make it harder for it to
Yeah,
stealth
right
again.
now.
Yes, if it's fairy fire, then it won't be able to get away again.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and Fairy Fire it.
All right, so wisdom. 15, pretty sure that fails.
That fails.
It is fairy fired.
Okay, and that is my turn.
All right, Thrum.
Thrum would shout out, can he hit that monster? No one answers, so he's going to burst into a pile of water and then reappear here.
Yeah.
and try and swing at it. I don't know.
All right.
I don't know if I can hit this thing.
The boat lists to the left.
Give it a shot. That hits. But your unarmed strikes are not magical damage, so it takes half damage from that.
All right, a little bit. He's going to swing again.
That'll hit. Similar effect.
And then try and whip it with his chain to grapple it. Take a shard, so take 2 damage off of that if it hits, but that's an opposed.
As you whip your chain, it passes through it incorporeally like a ghost. It is immune to grapple effects. So
that would make sense.
Fucking shadow demons. Fergus.
Mm-hmm. I just look at this drow like, so I'm leaving. If you attack me, I'm going to turn around and kill you. Otherwise, you might want to learn to swim, and I'm going to start leaving and see if he actually attacks me.
He's going to attack you.
And then I stop when he comes, and I turn back around. Like, I literally told you.
It was a natural one. Where's he got to go? Like,
he can swim.
It feels like me telling my daughter not to do something and then turning around and taking a step away, and she like tries to swat at me.
Yeah, I'm
In the
going to
horrible
jump into
nightmare ocean.
I'm going to
I
jump
would
into the
dash to
nightmare
go over
ocean
here.
filled with carnivorous horrors and try to swim back home. Yeah.
I dash to get over here, and then I'm going to make my last attack against the shadow demon.
Okay, add advantage. That'll hit.
The horrible nightmare ocean made of pitch black and hate.
Yep. And since your axe is magical, it deals full pop, but it is still up.
That is my turn.
All right. It is going to bonus action stealth, merging into the darkness. Is that higher than Fergus's passive?
I see. Fergus's passive is 16, so...
Does it matter if he's fairy fired?
Oh, yeah, he's fairy fired, so you can't see him, so he can't stealth anyway. Never mind. Just one claw against Fergus.
He stealth. He's like, haha, I can't see me.
And so he is very low from that Spirit Guardians, but he's... Oh,
That attack
wait.
would hit.
It's Radiant. Never mind, he's dead. I forgot the Spirit Guardians were Radiant. Yeah, he's just gone, so...
Okay.
Just burned up in holy light.
I'm going to stealth. I will swing with you.
I didn't hit that button, but...
And that resolves the combat.
I was just about to ask, wait, is Nogrim still unconscious?
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
where's Nogrim?
You had
sleeping
a
on top.
hate boner for that scientist. They'll be back in a second.
So Nogrim, what are you going to do before we cut away from this? Anything else? Chips on fire.
As tempted as he is to look down there, he realizes that there's no point, and so he just go and run back to the ship. So
right.
Maybe time it, see if there's any indication that it might be ready to have like a dynamic explosion, so we could like time it and look epic. So what might actually be is he stands up there on the road and just looks.
Okay, he's taking too long. Someone back this boat up already.
And then just jump. Damn.
Yeah, Ignis gets back to the helm, is able to pull away. As if we did this in a cinematic movie moment, you guys get maybe 60 feet away from this thing. And then the camera, if this was a movie, we'd cut to the hold and you'd see there is a shiny metal ball that the alchemist threw down there. And it's like an egg timer where it's slowly ticking and it's twisting itself back into position. And it's next to a bunch of black powder barrels. And it goes click, ding, and then the entire ship explodes. When he threw that down there, I set a timer for 8 rounds. If you hadn't gotten off the ship in 8 rounds, you all would have exploded and probably died.
Oof. So his version of do something, we are being boarded.
He threw an explosive into the bottom to kill everyone in approximately 40 seconds. Yes.
Good. He figured we'll give him a shot to stop him, and if not, come on.
Yeah, she said solve the problem, not how.
I really like that guy.
Anyway,
He had style.
Let's take a bio.
Yeah,
really
almost so.
Yeah.
Huh and za. By the way, I don't think I've gotten in out of any fight that hasn't just been like the cakewalk kind of fights without being close to single digits. Which, considering I'm the only non-magical fuck in this party, that seems fitting.
I mean, you claim a lot of ass too, so it works out.
Yeah. I am also playing very recklessly on purpose.
Mm-hmm. I'll use a bow too. I'll be right back.
Same. I'll be right back.
Are we waiting for anyone to get back still, or?
I'm here.
Okay.
I was going to say almost everyone.
I'm back.
Hey. So a little bit tougher collection of guys than that Drow fort you attacked.
Yeah.
Mostly because they had more wizards than the Drow fort.
Yep.
Although
And a couple.
we did a lot of the same strategies, and then I teleported. Did I take Tasco with me last time too?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So once again, me and Tasco forge ahead with a thunder step or whatever.
What do you mean forge ahead? I was there first.
Well, no, that's fair. That's fair. But that's true.
Fucking chop liver over here, I swear.
Well, I mean, when they all surround you on the ground, yeah, you pretty much were.
Yeah.
You probably got your liver a few times too.
Ah, my kidney.
Fortunately, dwarven livers qualify for Zenkai boosts.
Oh man. I was actually looking at the official Dragon Ball Z role-playing game again recently, just for fun. Not the fan-made ones, but the official one. And yeah, it is funny, this idea that if you play a Saiyan, if you get to 5 HP or lower but don't die, you instantly just double your power. It's a very fine needle to thread, but you can do it. I do like the official one because it's made by the same guy that did Cyberpunk, and it's probably not a very balanced tabletop role-playing game, but it's very authentic to the Dragon Ball Z experience. I will give it that. I like any game where they say this is the minimum amount of damage you need to do to destroy a planet instantly. And then they even point out, I mean, that's instantly vaporized. If you wish to crack a tectonic plate and have it slowly die over the next couple of hours, you only need about half that power. As I said, it would be a good time.
Yeah.
Probably a poor full campaign, but if you just want to like highlight reel the actual story of Dragon Ball Z, but with OCs, it would be enjoyable if nothing else. It's one of the few games where if you die, it's like, cool, training montage then.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like it make for a good one shot or short shot.
Yeah, I did actually have that idea earlier this week when I was reading it and I was working on that. Because I'm like, what if we just did like the first part of like the first episode where you just fought Raditz, and I was just scouring through and finding all the ferrically canon B characters. And I'm like, I'm going to make these guys the main characters instead. Like, do you guys know who Shallot is?
The name sounds familiar.
Exactly. I mean, of course, had to have Android,
Yes.
Android 13, the best Android.
Is that the Frankenstein one?
No, Android 13 is the guy with the trucker hat.
Oh, gotcha.
Literally. Yeah, TH Death Bomb. Trucker hat.
I was going to say, the last time a tertiary character was useful in Dragon Ball Z was Yajirobe in that first Saiyan arc.
Where he cuts the tail.
Yep. Yeah, if you guys have tertiary B characters that you want to see elevated to protagonist status from that series, just let me know and I'll make something. So
Well, consider my pension for dying for sessions of anything like that.
Mhm.
I'll be Yamcha.
There you go.
Yep.
I do love one of their filler episodes where they're playing baseball, and
He's awesome.
he's awesome, but how it ends with him in that familiar pose.
That's the question, Richard. Do you want to be Yamcha or do you want to be a Saiyan so that way you getting the shit kicked out of you actually improves yourself?
No, I'll be Chaozu and I'll just blow up if I die.
All right, I'm back.
It's a Chaozu.
Now, poor Yamcha gets all the shit, but Chaozu really is the lame one.
Yeah.
And the creepy one.
Real quick before we get back into it, just to finish up what we're discussing, Michael, you're the self-professed Dragon Ball expert here. What's the most obscure tertiary named character you can think of right now?
I'm sure if I had more time, I could come up with a better one.
Just name a food.
Probably
You get like a
General
20% chance.
General Yellow.
I'm gonna look that up now.
Imagine they're in the Red Ribbon Army.
Mm-hmm.
He's in one episode of Dragon Ball. He's kind of skipped over. He's recovering a Dragon Ball from a volcano. He's a Tiger Man, but he doesn't do anything cool. He just gets defeated immediately.
Perfect. That's gonna be your player character.
But he works for the Red Ribbon Army.
Yeah,
We can make it work.
yeah, we can make it work. Alternate timeline.
He'll be
where,
the Vegeta.
the alternate timeline where Goku doesn't exist. So, but Raditz still does. All right, so to get back into narrative here, so you guys just managed to get 60 feet away when this ship goes up. And for pretty much all of you, this is your first real experience with black powder. You thought Ignis's max strength enhanced fireball was impressive, but this explosion absolutely, literally blows that out of the water. It's not even saving throws. You guys are full on deafened for 30 seconds. The fireball makes the Underdark bright as day for a moment as the resulting push shoves you back an additional 60 feet as you get just a really first-hand understanding of the destructive capability of black powder.
I would say when I saw it going up, I probably would be the only one that does duck into the ground a little bit.
Oh, you and Iago, because he's...
Yeah. We stand up, look at everyone else first time.
That's some powerful stuff.
Iago speaking.
Father Mountain, what was that?
Black powder. That's what my homeland has. How do they have that?
Probably stole someone who knows how to make it.
We guard the secret incredibly carefully. The alchemists that know its composition are locked fortresses that they don't get outside. The Drow would have to raid deep into the heartland to acquire anyone.
It looked
Or
like
they
may have had
came up
some
with it
sort of
themselves.
tinker or
Yeah,
alchemist on
quite
the ship
cunning.
there.
They're quite
The one I
cunning
slew.
throws.
No
Even
secret stays a secret for long.
Even I don't know how it functions. It's a shame it all went up, though. If it was the same stuff, I could have refilled my stock.
Probably have more.
That's what
Well,
I'm afraid. That's what I'm afraid of. If they have enough black powder that they put them out on ships, in no offense, the ass end of the Underdark.
When
What are they?
when the city was attacked, was there any reports of gunpowder weapons?
Dammerhall?
No, not Dammerhall, the pirate city.
Dinport?
Okay. Yeah, Dimport. Wasn't that raided by
The-
Drow?
Yes, it was. They didn't get very far because the Night Hunts and the Reefs got most of them. But you did hear something saying that they were emboldened by some new weapon that they had, is all you ever got told.
Okay, but there's no reports of gunpowder weapons being used in the attack, or was it just never implemented?
It was never really implemented. Then again, it's also fair to say that no one down here actually knows what black powder is. They're like, yeah, they just have some crazy new weapon, and they don't know, to contextualize it for you.
Okay. Well, I'll go and probably bring that up at the very least. Say, well, sounds like we found out what new weapon that has them all uppity to refocus their naval efforts. I mean, like they're building here, they're definitely trying to get naval supremacy.
Well, if you do reclaim your homeland, you're going to be in for a fight if the Drow have black powder.
Mm.
I mean, I've seen enough traveling with you to know that wizards and dwarven warriors are mighty, but when it comes to black powder, any idiot with a torch and a barrel can lay open a wall.
This is further incentive to drain this fucking ocean. Just saying.
Second that.
I mean, he said, what did he say when he died? He said, like,
See you again.
Yeah.
see you again. Well, maybe it
Someone
could be
tells me
some
that
sort
wasn't
of
his real body.
Corsiconian Drow interloper. Because he was clearly some sort of alchemist. He's projecting his consciousness into a different body.
If we do see him again, may need to try to get up to him quick and snag whatever book he may have. You noticed that he made a quick effort to first thing to dispose of that book and whatever it contained.
Anyone who wants to could give me an Arcana real quick.
Probably not me.
Yep. Probably Freya. Yeah. I'll give it to Freya with a natural 20.
Yeah.
The
You
spell.
mean a 4 wasn't enough?
Yeah. Freya, you thinking about it? The clone spell is a thing. You've never heard it be done with Alchemist, but it is essentially where you grow backup bodies and you keep them in urns, and when you die, your soul just gets flung into the body and pops out. It is not impossible. The reason why he was just so absolutely fearless is because he probably had one or multiple backups, so he didn't really care.
Do I know if it's possible to use bodies that don't look like the original?
On a natural 20, you've never heard that be done before, but you're into bleeding edge artifice, and this guy had a time bomb and freaking bottled oozes, so he may not be as runes and stone and metal as you, but you might be looking at someone else on the other side that's working in the bleeding edges of alchemy, so it's entirely possible. I mean, alter self is a spell, so maybe just make a potion of it.
How's Fergus looking? Health-wise?
Been better, but didn't go down. Still in the double digits.
Okay. Nogrum, just play it safe, will dump 20 hit points into you with Lay on Hands.
Nice. About a half.
Around this time, you guys hear the splish splash through the darkness as the Bonnie Diamond pulls in close. And Captain Hellspit comes over to the railing and goes, "Yar, that was quite a fight there. Though, as much as I would like to sit around drinking in the victory, we best be moving. Loud sounds and bright lights like that will be bringing in a mite few of the Sunless Sea's less savory predators.
You don't think it would have scared them?
You can't scare that which knows no fear, lad.
No, that's a good
But
point.
on top of that, 3 ships is a pretty slim draw blockade, which means their patrols might be coming back."
Good call. Yes, let's continue.
we'll be heading into the upwelling sea. Young Miss Ignis over there can be briefing you on what that means. Best keep your running lights on so we don't lose sight of each other. You'll see what I mean. And he gives the order, and they start pulling out.
All right, let's go.
Sorry, were you say something?
Oh no, sorry.
All right. Ignis explains to you that the upwelling sea is a part of the Sunless Sea where there is a great deal of, they assume, underwater geysers of some sort, but essentially large pillars of water will occasionally shoot out from the water, and if you don't keep a sharp eye out for them or navigate them, you could easily have a ship capsized that way, just by going over them.
Fun stuff.
But the good news is at least this time you guys had it aware. If you had wandered in here without guidance, might have been a little hairy. Let's see, I'm going to check. Also, the Amethyst Witch is very busted up, if anyone wants to do anything about that.
Mm-hmm.
I can help however I can. Can it be mended by Taskell and Freya still?
Yeah, mending spell, absolutely. If you guys are not the ones driving the ship, then you can spend some time doing that.
So I could just start driving. Because Ignis has mending as well, so the three of you together could put some work in. And I'll just drive. Fergus just gets in the seat. I need to take a load off. Ugh.
I will say that this could bring it up to half of its total hit points while you're moving. You can still use mending to fix it completely, but you would need to sorry, had a brain fart there. You would need to hold still for a little bit.
I would like to add that because I'm able to use my warlock spells to cast paladin spells, I can use Prayer of Healing twice every hour.
And there you have it.
So if you guys want, I could start laying out healing.
Although I think you can only take a certain amount of short rests per between long rests.
I guess one of the advantages that 5e is, long rest and you get all your hit points back anyways.
Yeah.
But just something to consider. I think I'll rest an hour after the fight, and at least as we travel. Well, am I just kind of wasting time here? Are we going to be getting along resting before our next encounter?
I won't say that, but Ignis would say probably sleeping while you're on the upwelling sea is a bad idea.
Okay, so in that case, he would go ahead and at least get one round of healing for everybody in, up to 6 creatures. I'll just roll some.
All right, so Fergus, I need you to give me. I know you're not proficient in ships or in watercraft, so why don't you go ahead and give me whatever your highest mental ability stat is at advantage. The advantage is because you're following the Bonnie Diamond's lead as you're trying to weave through these geysers.
And you said stat, not the save, right?
Correct.
And I'll go ahead and also tap him with a bless. Add 1d4 as we try to navigate.
23.
All right. So that this first hex you're able to maneuver around the geysers, and you swiftly start realizing what Ignis and Hellspit was talking about because they're not infrequent. This is the only part of the Sunless Sea that actually is loud. Because they're in the distance or right around you. It's constantly swerving and zigzagging. Captain Hellspit saying keep the running lights on was smart, because otherwise all these course changes, you would have absolutely lost each other by now. The advantage is from seeing his ship, as well as occasionally a pseudo dragon will flit over you, which you remember the old Derogar spellcaster that works on his ship has a couple pseudo dragon familiars. So you do manage to go through day 1 without getting capsized, but you do take 1 level of exhaustion from the constant hours of focus.
Halfway through, I'm just like, man, I really want to kill those pseudo dragons eventually. just 1 shot is all I would need.
All right. You guys do have enough speed to get through this section in 1 day, but give me another one there, Fergus. But you're still at advantage, but keep in mind how
I'd be a straight roll with my exhaustion, so I wasn't sure if like someone else would take over at that point if I'm starting to. And I'll just do this one time, see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Flat roll.
Flat roll. All right, so that will be a failure.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone except for Fergus, because he's in the chair, why don't you go ahead and give me dexterity saving throws?
No, Grim overboard.
All right, so first off, the ship will take 34 points of damage. Okay, so Thrum is good, Taskell is good. Freya and Nulgrim, you will take 18 points of bludgeoning damage, and because you rolled so low, Nulgrim, you bumped your head and you are unconscious for the next hex, so you can't swap out with Fergus.
Okay. I'm glad I healed people because that would have hurt. So everybody saw you got 35 hit points back.
Right, so long as people remember.
Yep.
Yeah, after that, I'm like, okay, someone needs to take over for me. I'm starting to waver here.
Now it notices.
I'd point at Taskell or Freya if they're gonna, since they probably are smarter or wiser than I am.
I know it doesn't count as one, but I like to think that Olgrim got knocked into another forced short rest.
Freya will go ahead and pilot.
All right.
And I'll just, like I normally do, keep a lookout while I'm trying to catch my rest so much as try to not feel so exhausted, just constantly watching.
So Freya is driving. Ignis and I believe Taskell, if you still have mending, you won't be able to completely heal it, but if you both spend the time mending, you could, I would say, heal it a good 3d10, let's say, the ship, if you want to try to repair it. All right, well, that's something.
Yeah.
The music is pretty calm and my narration is pretty calm, but this is like sailing a ship through a storm, essentially. You know, where it's like you don't rest. It's like constant motion of trying to repair things, bat it down. You know, someone took Nulgrim's unconscious body below deck, and it's like, all right, let's just hope he doesn't roll around here too much. And we cut the camera, and you're just fully rolling around, hitting side to side.
I stuff him into my barrel.
Yeah, the barrel that you bring with you everywhere you go.
You never know when you're going to need a good barrel.
Mm-hmm.
It's a barrel of fun.
All right. Freya, give me one of these.
I haven't asked. Why do you bring that barrel with you everywhere?
Hey, I don't ask you about your business.
It's true.
Freya, you're probably still not proficient in ships either, but your highest mental stat, just flat roll then.
Is it still a flat roll with her?
Oh, sorry, advantage. Yes, because you're following the ship. So roll it a second time. Nice. The ship will still take a little damage as one of the guys just catches you in the side, but it'll be significantly less. It might not get over the threshold. It does not. But you two do take that level of exhaustion as well. But now we are entering into the last area of the Upwelling Sea. As several magic light signals come out of Hellspit's shift that Ignis interprets as they are nearing the exit tunnel. So one more roll from Freya. This one will be flat because of your exhaustion, so it will not be an advantage.
Ooh.
All right. Let's see if the ship holds together. Oh yeah, before I roll this, you can give me another 3d10 for the mending if you would like, Kenneth.
Okay.
Or our ship falls apart at sea.
So let's see. I mean, I'm just kind of functioning under the assumption that none of you have like carpentry tools or anything. I mean, Freya might have, but she's piloting the ship, so.
Only tools I got are alchemy.
All right, so 54 minus 23. The ship is held together. Another round of dexterity saves, except for Freya and Nulgrim. Nulgrim will just automatically fail. Freya will automatically succeed. Fergus is good. Taskell is good. Dexterity save. There we go. Okay, so Thrum fails. So Thrum and Nulgrim will take this full damage. Everyone else will take half. 14 bludgeoning. But now, tired and sopping wet, you guys have reached the narrower exit tunnel out of the Upwelling Sea to a far narrower expanse that Ignis informs you is known as the 100 Eyes.
That sounds promising.
Right now, I just imagine when Nulgrim comes to, he's just gonna be one giant bruise, like he just went through a tumble dryer twice.
Yeah, there's some water built up in the lower deck section of the ship, and Ivy just fully rolls you over so that way your mouth isn't face down drowning.
Right.
Yeah, so you're surveying the damage, Thrum, and Ignis comes up to you and slaps you on the shoulder. He goes, "You know, believe it or not, this was actually the safer path. The other one was that we go through just this massive fucking whirlpool that's always going at the crossroad of 3 different streams."
Give me a good tunnel any day. This shit sucks.
I bet you told that to all your ex-wives, didn't you?
How are you not asleep? I thought you were going to lay down and go to sleep.
How am I supposed to sleep with geysers firing off every 5 seconds?
Nulgrim did it quite well.
Why are you soaking wet? Look like the dog dragged you in. So you just don't sleep down here? Is that what we do?
I mean,
ride around in the
Nulgrim
dark and don't
already
sleep.
falls asleep to the sound of his burning and tortured ancestors every night, so he's kind of used to a noisy bedroom.
Do we ever stop and rest?
I mean, I think we sleep in shifts.
Hey, that's the better way to do it. But looking at the quality of the witch here, we may need to weigh anchor for a little bit. Try to do some repairs since we're out of the sea. If you're wanting, I can send up some lights, signal the Bonnie Diamond, see if we can't bring it to a stop.
Sounds good to me.
All right, you guys get one. 3, 4. Yeah, you got one more movement, so we will pull you into the 100 eyes area.
Could be the 100 legs area. That would be even worse, I think.
It doesn't sound like where we want to be stopping. Is there like a cool breeze and a calm seas area?
The Footloose and Fancy Free Tunnel.
Hey, that's the fun part about the 100 eyes. I haven't been out this way myself, but they call it that because, well, most of the other seas in the Sunless Sea are vast, expansive caverns filled with water. The 100 eyes are numerous, smaller, interconnected, flooded caverns, each one with its own strange rules and flora and fauna and the like.
So weird. So weird is more frequent here then.
Aye. In fact, as we're leaving this tunnel now, my stories are true. Yep. And point straight up. And though this cavern is much smaller, the ceiling is maybe like 70 feet above you, which is pretty short for the Sunless Sea. But the entire cavern of the ceiling is filled with, you guess they're plants, but they're, imagine like hanging seaweed that has a soft green glow, but they're kind of moving and writhing about like tentacles.
They said the ceiling here eats you.
I knew a guy who used to write stories about caverns like this. Never ended well.
Only if you go up too high.
Yes, Henry Tyler. He was a good man before his lust consumed him. Some say now he's just a puddle of lukewarm liquid on the sidewalk somewhere.
Yeah, well, other people are repairing the boat. Fergus is going to take a rest.
The Bonnie Diamond pulls alongside again. Captain Greymore Hellspit lings over. Goes, all right. Sorry, I have to switch accents. There. Take your rest if that's what you be needing, but we best not linger around too long. If the Drow are out in the Upwelling Sea, then they probably had ships come through this direction. Not only that, but we still have a whirl away to go down to reach the Boiling Sea.
Joy.
All right, so how we will handle this is that you can either help repair the ship and get a short rest, or you can get a long rest and not help repair the ship.
Oh, we'll go with a long rest. He's definitely needing one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll take a long rest simply because I don't really have the skills to help repair ship.
Guess I'll have to fix the ship.
Mm-hmm. So Taskell's fixing.
Yep, I'm fixing the ship.
All right. Do you want Ignis to fix the ship or take a long rest? Because she did get hurt and use spells too. It's up to you.
Probably help fix the ship because she's like one of the 3 people who can.
Yep.
And she could have benefited from the 35 healing.
Yeah, this is true.
Oops. Accidentally hit the back button on the...
How much damage can they repair?
The 3 of them together are going to repair 5d10 damage. In this juncture. If they had longer, they could do more, but... That's everyone all working together with mending.
Oh yeah, it's running really low. 31 hit points. Can Thrum do anything? Can he add any to it just from physical labor? He's proficient in brewing.
Tell me what, give me a flat... Let's call this a constitution because it's more about just monotony than brute strength. Give me a flat constitution at disadvantage because you don't quite know what you're doing.
Thrum can brew him up a good pot of coffee.
Not a save, an actual attribute check.
I think it's the same for him.
Is it?
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't have con.
All right. We'll say with that 14, that adds an extra d6 onto the end of that 5d10.
just going to start hammering right here on this board. Tell me when to stop.
Guess I'll roll the
Roll that beautiful bean.
Should probably put the D in there so it doesn't roll up 510.
And 1d6 from Thrum.
Hey, even 30.
That's doubled the hit points.
Yeah.
Which is probably important. Do you get any of your big hit dice back from a short rest?
No, you only expend them. Oh, there we go. Sorry, I was just checking my notes. So as you're working, Thrum, you don't have a hammer, so you're probably just having to punch the nails. To mixed results. Listen, you're a rock person. It's not as weird as it sounds.
It's true. Just push them real hard.
Mm-hmm. Ignis comes up to you and says, "Right, I had not a lot of time, but I am dying to know what's with the whole rock thing. Like, look at you. You're like a pile of rocks in the shape of a dwarf. What's going on there?"
She's a Duergar, isn't she?
Correct. Being very chummy.
Mm-hmm. Too chummy. It's a blessing from the mountain.
Something from the mountain. Like, are all the holes still in the same places and everything like that?
He just stares at her.
Can we all hear this conversation?
Oh yeah, 100%. She doesn't.
I would just yell out, Thrum, be nice. Ignis, please don't talk about my uncle's holes.
I'm just curious. I mean, if it's working for him, it's working for him. But I think if I had rock skin, I'd probably just throw myself in the sea.
Does she have like red fiery aspects since she's a fire sorceress?
Yeah, her eyes glow like hot coals.
Funny you bring that up. He fell in one time. We lost him for a while.
Right. Yeah, that because the bottom of the ocean thing with the. Hey. Funny how things like that can just slip your mind.
They used to burn like lava too, but that's another story. That's enough chatting for today.
Yeah, he used to really burn, but then he got better. It's a long story. He's had 7 ex-wives, don't you know?
See.
You've counted up 7?
I don't know. You keep changing the number every time you talk about him.
Well, they came in order. But again, let's quit yapping and start mending.
Right. Just taking an interest in the people I've sworn my life to aid.
Still as the ocean, calm as the water.
I just tell him again, Thrum, behave.
As you're mumbling your mantras angrily there, Thrum, you glance over the side into the inky black waters. And though you do not see the phantasmal killer, you're struck by this sudden, like, intuitive recognition that the Sunless Sea is looking back at you, and then that moment just kind of fades.
Oh, Father Mountain. I got chosen by another damn element.
Thrum is the avatar confirmed?
You know what? Just give me a wisdom check. Flat wisdom.
Flat wisdom.
Can't wait until Thrum gets the element of air thrown into his rock body.
Nope. None. Never mind.
Not feeling it today.
New day. Everyone who takes a short rest, you can roll up all your heals that you want. Everyone who's long rested, you know what to do.
I wake up refreshed, give everyone a rousing speech so they get the 13 temporary hit points.
What are the some of the contents or the highlights of the speech? I'm kind of curious.
Yeah, I am curious too.
Let's get this bread. We're almost out of this godforsaken ocean. You know, we made friends. The place isn't perfect, but fuck, man. Eventually we'll be able to see the sky.
Made friends along the way.
Thrum behave.
If I don't want to agree with this inspirational speech, do I still get the temporary hit points?
You know what? I leave that to you. That's for you to decide. I will never
my
argue against.
Only goes.
I feel like part of the 10-minute speech, a good minute and a half of the 10 minutes is me constantly telling Thrum to behave.
They probably start to think it's almost like a hymnal where
the refrain.
It's like a refrain or just like a mantra, and then everybody starts just kind of mindlessly chanting it.
Thrum behave. Hey, Thrum, you can get along with the mushroom person. You can get along with her. And then I pull the other two aside from the other main group for the extra minute of the time. Be like, Team Young Dwarfs, hooah!
Yeah.
Grumble, grumble, young people grumble.
Fergus goes for a fist bump. Milgram goes for a high five. You just kind of awkwardly put your hands together. You don't say anything, and you never address it. Oh, God, I wish that hasn't happened to me so many times.
It happens entirely too often in everyone's life. People just choose to ignore it.
Or especially if you're going to shake somebody's hand, but then they go for a fist bump, and then you swap and they swap. It's oh fuck!
You're just holding their hand. You're just holding their fist.
Yeah, just assert dominance, grab the fist, and shake anyway.
Right.
Oh man, yeah. I'm always reminded of that Telltale Games Tales from the Borderlands, where that happens at one point, and then at the top of the screen it says, "You'll both try not to remember that."
That's funny.
All right. So, I will reveal the next one. Compared to the Upwelling Sea, so far the 100 Eyes actually seems relatively sane, in that it's more straightforward sailing. There's more minor caverns than are depicted on this map, but I couldn't be bothered to map each individual minor cave system, so use your imagination. Some of them are mundane caverns. Other of them have strange, large insectoid life, or the ceiling or the walls are covered with lizards, lily pads with teeth. That happens a couple of times. And every so often, when you look over the side, you guys definitely get the distinct impression that the phantasmal killer is still there. Does not seem to be going away, so hey, congratulations, you guys just got cursed by the ocean. As if you didn't love water before.
Yeah, she just wants to be friends. It's just extremely socially awkward.
But as you're progressing through this section of the Sunless Sea, you do notice that the air starts becoming a little bit more humid, a little warmer, and the vegetation in these smaller watered caverns starts becoming more of a prevalent theme. You enter one cavern where it's covered in a strange magenta moss. And during your time there, you definitely see that there are humanoid skeletons embedded in the moss, as if something got stuck in them and they've been slowly being consumed.
Mhm. So let's not touch the moss genta.
Yeah.
I was being told not to touch it, make me want to touch it.
It does
The
smell
compulsion
delicious.
effect.
Mhm.
It's the call of the void.
Yeah, Fergus, why don't you give me a charisma save real quick?
Motherfucker. Fergus has to be contrarian.
Mm-hmm. You're suddenly hit by the impression that moss probably tastes delicious, and you'd very much like to eat it.
Tastes like insides burning.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to go do it, but I'm very curious.
You kind of want to do it, though.
Kind of, but that would mean I would also have to have control of the boat, because I imagine we're not touching the damn stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's eating the moss.
Everyone
You
would eat the moss.
You could just ask for control of the boat temporarily. Give Frey a shift change. Then you can just veer it a little closer, just pluck a little bit, and you're fine.
All the cool kids are eating the moss.
You know what? I just got my grappling hook out and I start chucking it at the wall, trying to get a piece off of it.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you throwing your hook at the
What-
wall?
What the fuck are you doing?
It looks tasty. Curious.
Curiosity killed the king.
Let's not. No, just kind of like try to grab his hand and stop him from throwing. Like,
Mhm.
We got some other snacks down there. Let's come on. Let's go below deck and get some trail rations. Let's do this.
Nothing will ever compare to the moss.
I swear
He
to God.
becomes the 20 years later king of Dammerhall. He's grabbing an advisor by the collar. You will go down there and you'll get me that fucking moss.
Just go down to get the trail rations. I swear to God, if my bag of mixed nuts is mostly peanuts again, I'm going to riot.
I don't know. It's whatever Taskell conjured with his divine magic.
Oh, God. Hazelnuts.
Just a lot of cheese.
Lots of cheese. What are those giant fucking nuts that are like the ones that nobody likes that come in a mix pack?
Mhm.
Or like those ones,
Macadamian.
no, the ones that are like giant, like thumb sized.
Brazil
Walnut.
nuts, maybe?
No, not walnut. They're like they look kind of like a
I know what you're talking about. The big white ones that are like
yeah.
thumb
Yeah.
size.
The kind of
I
weird.
want to say
chalky-
Brazil nut.
It's a Brazil nut.
I don't really care for those.
Nobody cares for those. They're literally there to take up space because they take a lot of space.
They're like the honeydew of fruit mixes.
You take that back.
Dude.
Honeydew is delicious.
I'm with
Wow,
you,
that's,
Richard.
that's
I will
the
start a
first
fight
time
right
I've ever seen Richard like, all right,
He just lunged at you through the internet. That was impressive.
yeah.
All jokes aside, I do actually like a good
You
honeydew.
can undermine my self-confidence, but you talk shit about honeydew. It's off.
Unlike my
This is better
self-confidence,
than
honeydew has
honeydew.
stuff going for it.
I will put you in the ground.
The moss is better than
Now they just upload Gary's mod Trouble in Terrorist Town number 6,851.
Their jingle jams are still kind of entertaining, though.
Oh, and I liked for a while Lewis and someone else were playing some strategy games on.
Yeah.
I don't think it was Simon. It was someone else from their crew, but they were playing like XCOM. That was a couple years ago. That was the last thing I really watched of theirs.
I still pop my head in from time to time, see if there's anything interesting.
Wait, who
Occasionally
is
they
this?
surprise you. The Yogs cast.
Okay. I don't think I ever watched them, so.
They're like harmlessly entertaining. You know?
Yeah, I mean, I watch people like that a lot.
They were like the first wave of Minecraft.
Yeah.
YouTubers.
They were just smart enough to diversify their portfolios so they didn't die off with everyone else. But hey, they have the record as the single largest charitable donation of a British media company. So they it's like 20 million a year or whatever with their charity streams. So
they're like Dream if Dream were two middle-aged men.
Anyway, whirlpool. As you are entering this area, you see, or more accurately hear, the roar of one of the whirlways up against the side of the cavern wall. The Bonnie Diamond signals not only to come to a stop, but to pull alongside, which you imagine you do. Elspeth leans over again. All right. That be the one that you'd looking for. The 100 Eyes is filled with them, but I know for a fact this one leads down to the boiling sea. You're gonna need to be sailing straight into it, I'm afraid.
I just look over again. Turns out we're gonna have to go down to the whirlpool anyway.
I mean, it's
Time to
not
boil some tea, baby.
Not the craziest.
Ignis says,
thing we've
"Oh
looked into.
no, the big one I was talking about is way worse."
Everybody rested up and good to go? Because
I just try to fan some hair into my hat holding, just in case.
should we? I think everybody should tie themselves off. That's a good point. Let's everybody tie off.
Captain Elspeth shouts over again. Now what ye be needing to know is that whirlways are special kind of creatures. For whatever reason, the sunless sea lets them goes in twos ways. You'll find one on the other side when you come out. And to get back here, you just need to sail through it again. That's where we'll be waiting. Remember, our deal,
Yes.
little adventurers. The
Going
cut
back.
for me crew.
We'll bring back everything that we can, and anything of import as well.
Aye, sees that you do. 'Cause if you don't, well, we got plenty of ballista bolts left. Ye remember what happened last time. Good luck to you. All right. So what preparations are you guys going to do before you go down into the whirlway?
I'm going to push Thrum inside the boat so he's not on top deck.
Good call. I think everybody should be tying themselves off to something, and also having a dagger on hand in case they need to undo the tether.
Untie themselves.
Remember, fasten it around your neck. That way it won't get in the way.
And maybe even do a few lines across the bow so that if we do need to move.
I thought you were going to end it, do a few lines. I'm like, I don't think that's that kind of drugs.
Right.
Woo, fantasy coke.
Snurb ain't got nothing on this shit. Woo.
The
I
boss will get you.
If there's any time to
anything
do it, I
else.
feel like this is like right there at the top of the list.
Yeah, if you have anything on your bucket list you want to do before going to this whirlpool, I need to go back to maybe a couple miles back and get some moss.
So
Oh, man.
Bless only lasts for a minute. So is this something like I could cast and could
Yeah,
help some
Bless
roll?
would
Or is it-
definitely still be able to work in this.
Okay. All right. So
I
I'll
would-
make sure to ready a bless for whoever's driving, and I think it's up to 3 people. So 2 people that are kind of the fix-it stuff. So I think
I would look at everyone on the boat and be like, okay, honest question. There is no bad answers. Who here cannot swim? Because this is going to be a pressing issue if we go down there and something happens. I look
don't
at all the
swim
tough
very
ones.
well.
Throw them, get back down in the bottom of the boat.
So,
I start pushing them back in underneath into the hold again.
Miku and Iago are the only ones that are not schooled swimmers. Ivy would do it in the fishing pond back at Fastervault out of boredom, and Ignis, she's a sailor on the sea. It would be kind of stupid not to.
I just look at Iago. I'm like, come on, man. You lived in Corsiconia.
I was over by the mountains. I was landlocked.
Fine. Get down there with Rome. You can keep him company.
I feel like I'm being stuck inside a small barrel with a large, heavy object that's going to rattle around.
Secure him along next to a barrel.
just Thrum is fully like tied to a wall.
I mean, I can. I mean, I can only imagine. It's bad enough going through.
You know what? I would say this: you could,
but then with a bunch of rocks.
You probably have enough spare rope. You could fully tie someone to the walls inside, and they will not have to do any saves. But if the ship goes down, they go down with it.
Thrum, you're getting tied to a wall.
Right, time in.
Oh man, could you imagine that? Like, if the ship breaks and it's just Thrum goes straight down, and he's tied up, and he'd breathe underwater, but he is being slowly boiled to death. What a fucking way to go! God,
hey, he can get his lava powers back.
That's like burning to death
like
and drowning at the exact same time. Oh
feel like
God!
The rope would rot first, maybe.
I know you have some pretty soft insides underneath all that rock armor.
Yeah,
it's true. But my armor's resistant to fire.
So you just
here I am again, slowly boiling.
I think the only ones that would get this would probably be Michael, but there's a part in One Piece where someone says Odin isn't Odin if it isn't boiled. And it very reminds me of this.
I know the character Odin, but I haven't gotten that far.
I'm pretty much up to date in the anime. I don't read the manga because I'm like, I'm not going to do both. At this point, I'm already committed to the anime.
I know you're watching One Piece, right?
Yeah. I'm up to it's like 1,100 episodes now.
All right, So just to clarify, Thrum is fully tied down below deck, and then Miku and Iago are below deck, and everyone else is on deck. Who is piloting the ship into the whirlpool?
Oh shit, we should have thought of that. Ah!
I would probably say Freya.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, Ignis doesn't really have much more skill in driving a boat than he does, right?
I believe she's got navigational tools, that's right.
Yeah. Because she doesn't have the... She's not really... well, she has water vehicles trained.
Oh, so. She does have proficiency.
So, then probably Ignis, then.
All right. So the person who's going, which sounds like Ignis, give me a water proficiency roll, using your highest mental stat of your choice to control the ship, to determine the first stage of this.
Anyone else want to roll, or should I?
Is there any way I could get an idea of who's prepping to do stuff so I could put bless on the 3 people or however many people that may be rolling?
I'll let that kind of just happen dynamically as it comes in.
Okay. Well, just keep in mind, I have 4. I could cast bless 4 times and affect 3 people each time. So.
Okay, so we are off to a rough start.
Well,
I mean, like they're smack dab in the middle of the road of a roll.
Oh yeah, so it's not awful, but it was DC 20. So.
Is it something I could add a D4 to?
You could try, but you'd need to have it be a 4 to have it max out.
Yeah, 25% chance. Hey!
Oh, okay. So that's a good start. As you guys go into the whirlway, you are reminded of that time that you ran into one of these with Jigless, and he actually managed to maneuver you guys out of it. Now you're trying to go directly into it. But with her navigational experience and the bless from Nulgrim, Ignis is good at not just going straight into it, but trying to circle the drain, so to speak, so you're not just ripped apart by the currents. But you are rapidly picking up speed, so I am going to need everyone who is not tied down below deck to give me a dexterity saving throw.
Does that include the driver?
Yes.
So the driver, Nolgrim, and one other person could have add a D4 to whoever bless.
Use that for someone else because I have pretty high dexterity.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, Fergus is like that chair in the hurricane meme right now.
Nolgrim got an 8.
Mm-hmm.
Ignis has 12.
Okay.
We'll give Igneous the
God damn it, cat.
1D4.
Oh, hello,
Yeah,
goddammit, cat.
damn it, cat.
Good old goddamn it.
I thought I was muted when I was saying that. We have a stray outside that keeps meowing, so every time it meows, my cat gets it into the window next to my desk and proceeds to crawl over me to get into the window.
Cats. They're not
Igneous
just a
got
Broadway
one more.
musical. All right, so looks like everyone except for did we get a roll from Freya?
I don't think so.
Yeah, Freya, dexterity save.
All right.
Also, real question: are you in your suit? I mean, that succeeds either way, but
Not while I'm piloting the.
I think they
no.
said Ignis is.
Yeah,
piloting
Ignis is
her.
piloting it.
Oh, sorry. Then I probably am in my suit.
Yeah,
Which would mean that would be a +0, so that would be a 16 on that roll.
That's still enough. It's DC 15. That definitely makes the risk of being thrown overboard a bit less scary for Freya in your water type suit. So everyone who rolled below a 15 as you hit a bump, the deck goes briefly, not quite horizontal, but very close. And you find yourself tumbling and about to fall over the edge when your safety lines that you tied snap and go taunt. Fergus, you with your natural 20 are able to brace your feet on the edge railing, and you're just holding your hand onto the board. You're still you're completely secure right now.
I've been on boats before.
Mm-hmm. But unfortunately, that also means Ignis, who's driving the ship, fell out of the command chair, and she won't be able to command it unless she gets back in.
Yeah. Can I use, since we're my dexterity to just kind of slide into the chair and take over until she can get back? So
you would need her to touch you and transfer control.
Yeah, that's what it is.
So Freya and Fergus, you are going to need to make either athletics checks to reel someone back in, or Fergus, if you want to be ballsy, you can acrobatics to go slide down their safety line to them to get the transfer back.
I mean, fuck it, I'll do that because I have no athletics.
Yep. Oh my god. Okay, so Ignis is out taunt. The ship is vertical. She's half splashing into the water. Freya, you're probably only one with present of mind to see this. You see Fergus look at Ignis, look at the chair, look back to her. He tucks his feet underneath them, and he pushes off from the ship, which the deck is now horizontal. And he backflips, and he somehow tightrope walk runs down her safety line to reach her. And she's all like, "What the fuck?"
I think you just wooed her. Well done.
No, more like she's in the midst of half drowning right now. So I assume that you somehow grab her long enough to get the control transferred.
Yep, and just run back up the rope.
Yeah, with your natural 20, you could get back on your own. But if you wanted to bring her, you would have to do another roll.
Another acrobatics or athletics?
An athletics.
I think focus on gain control first.
Yeah, I'm gonna focus on getting control because I have no athletics. I am not.
Okay.
Gonna...
Freya,
control
do you
first,
want to
yeah.
try reeling anyone in or doing anything clever? Because you could cast
Yeah.
spells and stuff here as well. So
So I've only had a short rest, right?
correct.
All right. So can't. Cast fly on one of you. I'm trying to see what I can do here.
Actually, might not be a bad idea. Put the fly on whoever's the captain next. So that way if they do get flung out, they could just snap right back to it.
Just cast fly at Ignis. Every time she gets knocked out, she just flies back into the chair.
Yeah.
I mean, you're in control
Yeah, but
now.
Like
I
she can always
used
take
both
back
of them.
over.
Yeah.
I
would say cast
I
on
used both of
Ignis.
my third level. I used both my third level spells in the fight, so I don't have any now.
Gotcha.
So not much it looks like that I can do.
Double natural 20s. My God.
Well, there was a 9 in between.
Yeah, but for Fergus.
Oh no, for sure. I mean,
Yeah.
Richard has, it seems like since the new year, he's gotten really good dice luck.
Yeah. Well, if you want,
my bad luck keeps creeping back up every now and then, but I've been
bare
having some good
minimum,
luck.
if you want, Michael, you can do a strength athletics with your suit to reel someone in. It's a pretty low DC. I'll let you know.
All right.
Yeah. Who you pulling back to the ship?
Who all got flung off?
It would be Nulgrim, Taskell, Ignis. We're just kind of having
I'm
maybe just
gonna
being hammer space, I guess.
I'm gonna grab
Nice little tea party on
Tassel.
deck
All right.
in the crawl space.
Yeah. You
Gonna Say dear old dad.
Yep. You haul in Taskell so that way he's back in contact with the ship, while Nulgrim and Ignis are still getting splashed around.
I went below deck.
Oh, he went below deck? Never mind then.
Yeah.
So Nulgrim or Ignis.
So I was having a nice little tea party in the crawl space.
Oh, you're getting banged around. You and everyone
Oh,
below
yes.
will take some bludgeoning damage when this is over. But at the moment,
Norgwell's, shout to help Ignis.
that comes out in the roar of the whirlpool is
Exactly. But he'll try.
Behind you, Yamnya.
All right, so reel Ignis in then.
Silence is deafening.
Yep. We'll just go with yes then.
Okay, yeah.
Fergus, you're in control of the ship now.
Yep.
Give me a highest mental ability check for this next stage.
Let me check something before I go, because I have to make sure that my dice that I can add, I can add it to certain things, but I'm not sure what I can add it to. So, athletics, nature, perception, stealth, survival. Yeah, nothing like do for this. Okay, just check them. Ooh, 14.
Yep. The ship is starting to be strained and broken up by the tides a little bit.
17 with the bless, but it's still probably not enough.
Yeah. All right, so I'm just note down that because I'll roll for let's roll damage on the ship now.
As soon as Ignis gets back on, I would transfer control back to her, but figured someone at the helm is better than nobody at the helm.
Look at that damage roll, guys. That was 40-10, and it came out 7.
Yay! Yay!
We're just surfing now.
All right. Let me check something. Nilgrim, why don't you give me a strength save real quick, since you're the only one still in the water.
Okay. All right, pretty good. Got a 20.
Okay, so you're not Gonna be bludgeoned and drowned. I'm just quickly looking for.
What's trying to grab him?
No. I'm just trying. I'm quickly checking the official stuff on how much damage a rope can take. Here we go. Hemp rope. Here we go. 2 hit points. AC 17. Okay. So this is what we'll do. I will roll an attack roll for the ocean. It's AC 17.
I feel like that's a new sentence.
Yep. It's got a +5, and the rope's AC is 17 according to the official rules. It's only got 2 hit points, so if it hits, it'll snap.
Ah, shit.
You have teleport magics.
Yep.
So with that 20 strength there, you can't pull yourself back to the ship, but you see that the rope is about to go.
Okay.
So you get 1 action of reaction before.
I only get or do I get my action?
Yeah, 1 action.
Okay. I'll try to quickly climb up.
All right, that will be
man.
an athletics at disadvantage.
Well, wait, no, the rope's breaking anyway. So, do I have line of sight to the
With your
door
20 strength save, yes.
All right, then I will just go ahead and use Thunder Step and just go towards and into the ship.
All right.
Should have popped a Mentos.
Just in time too. You absolutely, as you pop back onto the deck of the ship, there's like that weirdly calm voice in the back of your mind. It's like, now that I think about it, I thought water was getting really warm.
And he just teleported away from fire for the first time.
Yep.
Well, not fire, but heat.
And transferring control back to Ignis, we will be doing the entrance into the boiling sea roll. So 1 more control the ship roll.
She wouldn't have been able to get back into the seat, right?
No, she will.
Okay.
We had panic time for that. All right.
D4. Well, I guess not really needed, but
Oh, yeah, D4 just in case. So 23.
All right. As as you are fully immersed in water for a minute, the heat of it washing over you, everyone by default will be taking 3 points of fire damage just from contact with the scalding water. You are suddenly swished and whirl about, and then you kind of get launched out of the other end of this whirlway, and you have a brief moment of hang time. So everyone give me 1 last dexterity saving throw to see if you are flung off the ship and into the boiling waters below.
Okay, I can use my superiority die to add to my dexterity save. So
Yes.
that'll be 20 for me.
That'll succeed.
And can't remember who else had plus D4 for plus.
I think it's just the 4 of us on the deck, so I think doesn't it cover everybody? Isn't it 4 people for plus? Or is it 3?
I think it's 3. If there's 4 of us, then I would have upcast at 2nd level to get an extra person.
We're taking on water down here.
Ignis rolled a natural 1.
Oof.
So I don't think the D4 will matter for that.
Nope.
You see, this would have been a lot easier to travel through this whirlpool. All someone would have had to do is play the ocarina, and it would have just did the warp sound.
Okay, thankfully her line does not snap. But both her and
Gumbo, is that the roll right?
Yeah. It was 1d20 keep 1, so it was or 2d20, so it keeps the highest of the 2. So
I've never seen
yeah, it's something that I
learned
back in the Dark Heresy days for bolters, where you roll damage twice and keep the highest of the 2. Is that if you put K1, it keeps the highest one.
Yeah. If you
pretty
put
nifty.
KL and then 1, it keeps the lowest, which is what I did earlier.
Oh, I did not know that. That's cool. I will keep that in mind for macros in the future. So that would be Nulgrim and Ignis fly overboard. Nulgrim's rope is already gone. Ignis's is not. So she will only take 1 round of damage from the boiling waters.
Was Nulgrim able to teleport and get in below deck or now when he was
It's only to the surface of the deck, because I believe you
Okay.
need line of sight for your
Yeah.
thing.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, so this is how we will do it. I will roll 1d4, and we will multiply that result by 10, and that's how many feet away you are from the ship when you splash into the water, because you will take damage swimming through the boiling water. Okay, only 10 feet away from the ship. Both you and Ignis will take... Ow, I'm rolling low. 6 points of fire damage as you are boiled.
Fuck, hot, fuck.
And to resolve this, at the very end here, everyone below deck, from all the thrashing around and stuff flying, 30 points of bludgeoning damage.
Does that like kill the crew?
No, they're still alive down there. They
We
should
don't have a
enough health.
full crew, so
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
It's just
Remember,
you
we
guys
we
on
have
here.
a mental controlled boat now, so we didn't need to hire a bunch of fuckers.
But those of you who haul yourself out of the boiling water, especially since the boiling sea is very aptly named, you are in another vast cavern, and though the gloom is still pervasive, it is far less here because there is rivulets of molten rock and small lines of magma that drip down from the walls and a few spots in the ceiling that create light in this area. It is absolutely volcanically active as the water is black and boiling. Even the steam itself is scalding, and you think long term out here on the water you will like slowly take points of fire damage. The reason why it revealed an extra hex is because the light is allowing you to see farther.
When we do eventually get everyone back on board and everything, and it's relatively safe, I will pull out the axe and see if it's illuminated yet, because it has a 12-mile radius to sense dragons.
Okay.
And I'm just curious if we're that close to it or
Somebody
not.
please untie me. It, that wasn't a fun ride down there, but you lots look a bit damp.
It was a rough ride up here.
I was
Fergus,
fine.
the axe
Yeah.
is glowing.
I would tell everyone, like, we're in dragon territory, everybody. I show them the axe and that it's glowing. It is close. Dun dun dun. Roundabout plays, to be continued, pops onto the bottom of the screen.
Yep, probably the best time. Next session, the lair of Maladraxxus, the red dragon.
Just go up to him. Bro, why does your name sound like it's a medication?
Why so negative all the time, man?
I don't know. Why does your name sound like a fuzzy goose?
Touche.